Welcome back to Favor. This is our continued episode of the relationships and dating in the social media era with our male panelists this time. Got a few that are probably going to join a little later, but fellas, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
My name is Deshaun. I am 41. I am a operator of assisted living communities in North Carolina. And yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here,
Yeah.
sir.
I'm Mantis. I'm 44 in Atlanta. Um, I have a mobile pressure washing business. That's
Okay.
what
Oh, were you still talking? Sorry.
no. I'm just saying that's what I do.
Okay. And so, because again, like I said, this topic is about dating and relationships in the social media era. So, what is both of you's relationship status?
For me, I am dating somebody right now, and actually we met on it was on Bumble. So yeah,
Oh,
that's the whole thing.
wow.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mentees.
I'm currently single.
Okay. Okay. Now, Deshaun, you said you met on Bumble. Tell me a little bit about that because that's actually really interesting. How long ago did that happen?
We met a while ago. We think we met we actually met in 2019.
Oh, wow. During the pandemic.
Yeah, right before everything got kicked off, I met her then. So,
Okay.
um, yeah, it's been interesting. Like it was different time. It's because I was coming out of a relationship where I had been in a relationship for a long time. So meeting somebody again in the dating age, I hadn't been on the whole apps and shit like that. So being on that was like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
It's a fun and it's a dangerous place at the same time because
Mm.
for the right person, it could be a playground. So I'll say, yeah, it's good. It's good and it's bad.
Was she somebody that was local?
Yeah, yeah. I can't do that long distance stuff. That don't work for me.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, because you actually threw me a curveball. I wasn't thinking that anybody was going to be on a dating website, but that's not a bad thing because I've
Oh
done it
yeah.
myself. But it's interesting. So, how is Bumble? Like, is it more like is it male based as far as like you guys have to find the women or like how does that work? Because I don't.
Yeah, well, with Bumble, they are like that's the one that's supposed to be catered more towards females. Like from when I remember being on there, it was like if you swipe left, swipe right type deal, right? Swipe right, you like it, swipe left, you don't. If you if if you guys both match, the woman on that site is the one that makes the first move. So you can't say anything until she says something to you, until she messages you first.
Okay.
So that's the difference with Bumble. So yeah, you gotta wait for that. And then it's just conversation. Now I will say about that because you will go through a bunch. You go through that, and dating on those sites is that's what it says about the bad part. It can be the pits because trying to have a conversation on them type of apps and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
you sifting through a lot of shit before you get to like what you really like. You know what I'm saying? Or see somebody that's like on the level of what you're looking for. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
How long
yeah.
did it take you to find her?
Shit, I don't know. I was up there for a little bit, so it was like I was sifting through it. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it was like it became like a game. You know how y'all play? What's that one in the game you play? You flip the little stones around. You get the little. I was playing it like it was a game. Right, left, right, left, right. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So I just yeah. So it was up there for a little bit before anything went down positive. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mentees, have you ever done a dating online dating site or thought about it?
I've thought about it. I've never done it. Um, I know people who have, so
Mm-hmm.
I'll hear stories, and I'll just take from whatever their output is. But I've
Mm-hmm.
never done it. I guess I'm more of an old school person. You know what I'm saying? I'd
Meet
rather
somebody
meet you.
face.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Even when going out, hanging out, meeting people, depending on the type of crowd that I'm around,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it can make a difference, which I'm sure he'll understand. Younger generation, they don't care about no phone number. What's your IG? They want to talk all day through social media. I don't be on social media like that.
Mhm.
You know, I don't even have my notifications on, which you know you can send me a message and I might not respond to 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you know, I just kind of prefer the old school way.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I want to piggyback on that. He right too, and that's one thing I'll say. It's nothing like because even to this day, like I'm like a big time flirt, so I love to just talk to women in like grocery stores, parking lots, and I don't even have like that is my jam. Like just sparking random conversation.
A
It's
natural
like
connection.
it's just what it is. So like he was saying, it's that is like a thing right there, and that's a lost art. And I don't one reason I like doing it because I feel like women actually they're so taken aback by it because they're not used to it. You know what I'm saying? A dude coming up and actually having something to say and
Right,
not just sitting back and just let me just look like I ain't looking, but like you know that's good. That's just weird. You know what I'm saying? So I know I appreciate what he's saying. Yeah.
You know what? And that's a good segue to the next question that I had because we are in such a technology age. So, like, with how much technology has grown, um, and it's made things like access so much easier for everything.
Mhm.
How do you feel that that's like hurt or helped you in regards to dating?
When it comes to you said say it again about
So, like with
what?
technology having access to everything, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
how do you feel like that's helped you or hurt you in regards to dating? Because
Okay,
like you
so I
said, they
will
automatically
say
give you their socials instead of their phone number.
yeah, and if I ever gotten that from a woman, she give me her social and our phone, then she just never hear from me because I ain't about to be going to stalk you on that. I just like cool, like I won't give you my number. Here's my IG, and I'm like I'm good. And that's just me. Like I just that's just me. I'm sorry. I just we got a phone for a reason. You don't want to use that's fine. You ain't interested. It's no big deal.
Hmm.
I do think how it could help. It is it in a lot. It will put you in places sometimes. It will put you in a situation you can meet people that you probably wouldn't have been in the same place. Like a
Mm,
lot of times, if some woman that you may be compatible with, or some guy for a woman may be compatible with, they may have they may be homebodies. They work or they're work or homebodies or they just when they go places, it's just is very sporadic. So they may not be out in certain places. I may live in like for me, like the woman I'm talking to. So I live in a certain part of Raleigh. She lived in Durham at the time, and we just around our certain little areas. To give you
mm.
an idea, Durham that's like a 35-minute drive from where I live.
Oh wow.
So she's going to do stuff around her place. I'm doing stuff around my place. We're not going to be in the
See?
same possible areas. Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that's how I can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mentees.
I agree with what he's saying. On both the pros and the cons. For me, I think it can help because you know it kind of opens your eyes, it broadens your horizon, you know, to see what's out there. But it can hurt because once you see what's out there, sometimes we can start comparing to
Yeah.
what we see on a daily, you know.
Stop
So
smiling, Deshaun.
I
Yeah,
mean
he hitting it right on the head. That's a big problem. That's a problem.
that's you know because don't get me wrong, you know, um, I can go on social media and see somebody in Raleigh, and I'm like, wow. I can walk outside and be like, ooh, that's not like Raleigh. Now I want
Mm,
to go to Raleigh, but then when I get to Raleigh, I will see the same. I don't want to say unattractiveness, but you know, it's not what I saw on social media. What it's not what I was expecting.
right. Right.
So I mean, it's good and bad.
Mhm.
So there's no social media stalking if you were to see their socials. There's like you're I guess what I'm saying is like y'all not scoping through their posts to kind of get an idea of who they are. You'd rather be surprised.
Oh yeah, I'm not going through. I just don't do all that. I may like if I've already talked with you or something like that. Do I may I go on the thing? I don't. Yeah, I might go on your page. But
Hmm.
I'm not about to just go scrolling down and stuff like that and seeing everything about you and all that good jazz. Because honestly, that really don't really tell me about you person. It can
Right.
give you an idea about some of that surface level stuff that you got going on or whatever the case is. Or you may not be an active person on there. You may have 4 posts and you've been on there for but you've been you just a person that just go look at stuff. So I don't rely on that. I would say no.
Mantis.
I can agree. I don't rely on it much either, and I'm saying it because it's like social media is basically the highlight. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
tell me all the good stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm saying your fondest moments, but when I really get to know you on social media, you look like you outside all the time. I get to know you. You got kids you got to take care of. You got a job you got to take care of. You got a business you got to run. It's like you outside once every 2 3 months,
mm-hmm.
but you know I don't really know the real you. But I
Mm.
mean, me personally, I'd rather just if I'm dealing with somebody on a serious level, I really don't
Mm-hmm.
even want to be on your social media. We don't even have to be friends on social media,
Yep.
because I mean, I'm gonna expect you to have enough respect for what we have, regardless if I'm on there or not, because you got some relationships or situationships to where she won't post this because she's gonna feel some type of way, and vice versa. So I'd rather just not even be on there, let you do you, and I believe in whatever happened in the dark gonna come to the light. So
Yeah,
I'll
That
find out eventually of who you really are,
yeah,
yeah.
and vice
That
versa.
yeah.
Somebody feel the same way about me.
Yeah. That's a good. Y'all are doing really well into these leading to questions. Because that was another thing you mentioned, like who they are on social media. So again, with just dating and who people portray themselves to be, with being online, people post pictures all the time, men and women. A lot of times it's pictures of their bodies. When it comes to that, is that something that you would be concerned about, with them getting attention or comments and things? Like, is that something that I'm not necessarily gonna say, would you be jealous, or I guess you could be, but like, is that something that would concern you?
I for if the woman's if it's a woman, I'm thinking it's for me. Like you do that, that's fine. I know for me, I don't want to. If it's like I'm trying to be with a woman like that, if you like that type of person, I that's probably not going to be for me because I'm a private person. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I may pull up something on IG here and there and talk junk, but I'm the type of guy I'll go dark for a year. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
won't see nothing from me. And the thing is, I don't really want the person that I'm with to don't even put me in yours. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like, because if I'm chilling, I'm not there, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm just not. So, but if you feel like you have to, like, don't get me wrong, if you're doing fitness goals or something like that, and you sharing something for something that's what you do, that's cool. I think that's understandable. But I think it's if you like a hey, if you're, I'm not for the hey, look at me's all the time. I'm just
Mm,
that's not who I like in a woman. If you have to be a hey, look at me type.
okay. Mentees.
Yeah, I can pretty much agree with what he's saying because if you're not in that business of fitness or modeling or something to the sort where this is how you. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm grown. If it ain't paying your bills, then why you out here doing it? That's just how I look at it.
Okay.
If you don't want
Now,
me doing it, then I feel like you shouldn't do it either.
I'm glad you said that, and we're gonna circle back to that. To remember that you said that if you don't want me doing it, okay. So, and having said that, though, as far as like not that if you don't want me doing it, but like just what you were mentioning before, when there are other, like if you're dating somebody, are you looking at other women's Instagram?
Like nah, like don't get me wrong. Now, if I see something like, I'm like, oh, but I know for my feed, I don't have like a lot of like barely if any like women that I follow that I'm just looking at what you doing because I my feed is mostly built up of stuff that I'm interested in. So whether it's business, finance, fitness, I think I said that right. So business, fitness, finance, um, and just like some like maybe some funny stuff and that's about it. Like, but I don't really follow like oh fitness model chicks and like let me look at that. I'm more of that guy. Like again, it's in person. I go to the gym, so like I'm gonna hey let me get a little hey it's real life. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing things in real life, and to me that social media is just not real life. So I don't really get off on scrolling and looking at a bunch of women online. And shout out, hey, no disrespect to the people who love doing that. Do it. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't my jam.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say looking at other women, but as far as admiring to a certain point,
Mm-hmm.
no, 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 no. But I can be a pretty straightforward, open person. So like, if I'm in a relationship and my lady beside me and I'm strolling something, I might happen to see something that catches my eye to the point where it's like, oh wow, I'm be like, hey, look at this. No, it's not look
You
at this.
think you slick?
No, no, no. Hold on. See, I know where you're going. It's not look at this as to be like, okay, now I can look. No, it's just like look at it. I'm old school. I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm I wouldn't say weird, but I'm a little different. It's certain type of women that I'm attracted to, certain type of women I'm not. Um, I don't do a whole lot of the new age social media stuff. It doesn't excite me like that. It's nice to look at, but it doesn't excite me like wow, I gotta have one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Explain a little bit. What do you mean? Like you said, there's certain women you're attracted to. I don't need one of those.
Okay.
And you don't have to go completely into detail, but just
I'm,
like,
I'm not. I'm gonna use a whole different scenario.
okay.
Let's say a car. We see Maybachs, we see Ferraris, we see Lambo. Oh man,
Mm,
those are nice. Oh, I would like one of those one day. But in hindsight, we get to thinking, I got kids. I can't put my kids in that. They won't fit in this Lambo. My kids are tatted doggone interior that ain't gonna Maybach up. You know what?
yeah.
It was nice to look at, but I'm okay with it. And there's nothing, nothing bad, nothing negative. It's just, like we say, everything is just not for everybody, and some people we just look at it different angles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Agree. I want to piggyback on that. Like he said too, it's like that Maybach. It's a great car to look at, but it's not a practical car. Like I'm not if I'm trying to run to the grocery store real quick, I don't want to be in the because like now, you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like, and I mean for me being a private person for the most part, man, like that's I don't like unwanted attention,
Mm,
and it's stuff like that gives you attention that you ain't really looking for. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
like in Raleigh, you ride around Maybach, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Now in Atlanta, it may be a little bit different. You probably see them every other car. I don't know. It's more money around there. But up here, you can't pull no stuff out here like that. It's not. Nah,
It's dangerous.
it's dangerous. Like you might get robbed, but you might. That girl might make you have 4 babies with her because she's like tell you she love you and everything. And can we do it in the Maybach, sir? Please. You know what I'm saying? Everything revolves around the Maybach. So it's just some stuff. I'm with my man on that. It's like that Lambo. It's a beautiful car. I see something like man, that's nice, but I'm like I'm good on that. It's like even if I could afford it, I'm good on that.
And
Oh,
and on the whole scale, like you say, the Maybach, the Lambo. Another quick little scenario I was talking to my barber about is I'd take me a strong six and make her a 10 or close to it versus a 10 that's already there. Like, you know,
mm-hmm.
not saying there's something wrong with the tens, not at all. But I haven't found many tens that are real tens. Not saying there's none out there because there's plenty, but I haven't come across many that actually can hold their ground and stand 10 toes and be like, okay, you got that. You deserve that. And I'm sure, you know, it's men out there that women meet who, you know, put themselves all the way up here when they need to come on down.
That okay.
So brother, let me ask you. I was gonna say my bad. I was gonna ask him. So when you say tens, do you mean just visible,
That's what
like
I was
visible
about to ask.
tens? Okay, cool.
No, 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 no. When I say
Okay,
10, I mean visible, career wise,
okay.
career intact, family intact, whether that's marriage, uh, divorce, single, whatever it is. It's like mentally you're there and you know what you want, what you don't want, what you're not going to deal
Okay.
with, what you are going to deal with, your reasons, and the logical reasons. It's not just because of what you've been through or where you are in life. It's because of what you've learned from being in certain situations. and it's the way you present yourself, the way you carry yourself,
Yeah.
the way you speak to a man, the way you accept being spoken to.
Mm,
Because a
that's a
lot
good
of
one.
women, some women claim they're tens, but you at brunch every Sunday.
What's wrong with going to brunch? I don't go, but I'm just
Nothing
saying,
wrong with
like,
going
for
to
the
brunch.
women that do go to brunch.
But for me, if you at brunch every Sunday, when do you add in prayer time?
What if
When
she went to
are you
brunch?
doing homework with kids?
I don't
When
know.
are you? I mean, I
When,
just this is what I think about.
well, no, because again, I don't go to brunch. So is brunch like 11 to 12 or something like that? Is it one to two?
It's like that 10 to it's that 10 to
Oh, so
2.
like during church is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
Brunch
during church.
Oh, okay. So
in different
like
places.
lunchtime or something. Oh, okay.
For Atlanta, brunch is Friday, Saturday night at the club. Brunch go hard in the I be honest. And there's different places where brunch go hard. Miami, Houston, Dallas. Brunch is different for different people.
But I'm saying I thought brunch was like on Sundays
You can do it. I know
Do
for what I
or
think of when I think about
Saturdays and Sundays, I guess.
yeah, Saturday. There you go. The weekend type deal.
Saturdays is
Yeah.
normally brunch, but we have brunch spots on Sundays as well.
Okay.
But it's just like basically, I don't like mine outside all the time.
Are you outside all the time? Why are you putting all these
No,
stipulations on
no,
it? On
no,
okay,
no, no, no.
okay.
Now,
I'm just asking because ain't no other ladies here. Because I'm sure.
no, 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 I'm not. But
Oh,
if or when I am, she's invited because whatever it is that I'm doing, it's already something that I've been doing, you know.
mm-hmm,
But it's not. I'm not just out having fun.
mm-hmm.
Like, 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 I'm outside. I don't want to say handling business, but it's just certain obligations that I have to where I'm outside. And hey, come on, you want to go? Come on. We don't have to be that long. I just got to show my face. But
Yeah.
I'm just
So
one.
when it comes to y'all being outside, the things that y'all are interested in, how important is that the person that you're with is interested in the same thing? What if they don't like the stuff that you like?
I don't think
um oh my bad, go ahead, brother.
for me, and I'm glad you said that because that's been a small issue on my plate because clearly I ride motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
So um, it's gonna be a little rude, but she don't have to like it, but she definitely gonna have to respect it.
I
And
mean, if
that
she don't ride motorcycles, that's one thing, but like just
I
not
prefer her not to.
okay.
And I'm saying that because it's a difference being in a motorcycle club versus just riding for fun.
Mhm.
We have certain obligations that free riders don't. You know,
What does that mean, free rider?
you're a free rider. You're not in a club. You don't have any
Yeah, yeah,
obligations. You just ride because you enjoy ride, which is fine
yeah.
Oh,
because I enjoy ride. That's why I joined the club, and that's
mm-hmm,
when the different obligations and uh, certain things just come into play.
mm-hmm.
But as far as that subject, I prefer mine not to even be around the motorcycle city
Okay.
because I know how it can be. I know I've seen some pros and cons of it,
Mm,
but that's not just the motorcycle thing. That could be a person's career. That could be a person's family. But
mm-hmm.
certain things I feel like, if you're in a relationship, you're dealing with somebody, you have to respect it, number one, but you definitely have to understand it and compromise with it. And that's on
Mm-hmm.
both ends.
Okay. Deshaun, since you are
Eh,
in a relationship, how like do y'all have a lot in common or same
yeah, for the
interest?
most part, I think we do. We have a lot of similar interests, but we do have a lot of things we are we have a good amount of things we're interested in, but there's a lot of stuff that we just there's not the same. Like like I give her shit because because like she's one of those women. Her I give her a hard time. She's a black woman that ain't seen a lot of like rite of passage movies as a black person. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, so it's like, what in the fuck? You ain't seen what? You ain't seen Menace. You ain't seen Boys in the Hood. You ain't seen. It was like, it's like a list of movies she ain't seen. She's got some, like she got Lean on Me, and I think she got
Color
some.
Purple.
Yeah, Color Purple but she is.
See, you
It's a
got to do
lot.
her like I did my kids years ago. I was like, we're gonna have a black ass summer because y'all ain't seen nothing. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And she got a lot of joints like that. But even too, it's how she grew up. So even too, it's like a lot of her favorite songs is like NSYNC and Britney Spears songs and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's like I can't
How
get with that.
how old is this baby, Deshaun?
She what 38?
You gonna have to sit this baby down and make her watch Crooklyn, The
Oh
Wood,
no. She's seen the wood. Like that's what I'm
okay,
saying. It'll be
Just watched
New
Crooklyn about a
certain
year
joints.
New
ago.
Jack City, like
Nope, ain't never watched it. It was one we sat down. It was something like that. I said, no, you can watch this today. Just so she can kind of get in there and because it's been
this.
stuff like that. It's and she just has passed that, but it's not always like. And so we don't have it's we have some similar interests, but
Has she
we
seen
are
Set It Off?
huh?
Has she seen Set It Off?
Shoot, boy, I don't know. Look, now you got me thinking.
Y'all gotta have an all black movie week, like just not even a week, a month. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Now we might be able to. I think what it is she came
Hmm.
up in one of those real like she's deep south. She's Louisiana South.
Oh,
So
girl.
her mom was real. She went to like a Christian school. Like when I
Okay.
say from kindergarten to high school, it was one of those schools. Kindergarten
Yeah,
to 12th grade,
that makes sense.
straight up Christian. And
That
her
makes sense.
mama worked at the school.
Mm.
Oh, so
Right.
you wasn't
So
watching nothing.
oh no, you see what I'm saying? Like
You
they
wasn't
was
watching.
going to Bible camp for fun in 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? Right.
I
Going to church
listen.
conference
I
and
mean, I
stuff.
grew up in the church.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Church
they
conference
getting
used
out
to
of
be fun though.
huh?
Church conference used to be fun. Why
You
you
went to
laugh?
But let
church?
her tell it. She was like, "They was a great time for her. It was just the funnest thing in the world."
Yeah, because when you grow up in church, those are the people that you're used to being around,
Yes.
you know. But we also, you had to find fun wherever you found fun. But that's another thing. Just quick disclaimer: church kids, like we also was into stuff. So,
The best
like,
Yeah.
and Christian ones.
I'm saying,
Churches, preachers, and teachers. Yes, sir.
Preachers and teachers. No, because teachers get it. Yeah.
like we got into stuff like you can't hide the world from the kids in the church. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna find it
true.
because the people in the church is doing it too. So
Yeah.
but it's just funny to hear that she was at all the church conferences and baby, she ain't. Oh, girl,
When I tell you this is the type of we're total opposites. When you hear
I
like,
love that though.
yeah, no, it's because even she went to went to a party school, went to LSU. So you went to a party school, didn't have a drink till she was 27.
Oh, wow,
Right. And it's like this is the type when I say square, we talking about straight L7. Like
you got
so
you a
she
good girl.
so she is, but she like so here I go trying to like go ahead and be like, hey girl, there's another light. But I think it's good. So it's been a welcoming change
Yeah,
for me because it's almost like you're I'm used to like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to say bad, but ain't no
more
wrong with a bad
experience.
girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
woman like
Somebody with more
a
experience.
seasoned woman, so I
Yeah,
should put it like an experience. So being with somebody who is just not, it was an adjustment. It's an
yeah.
adjustment. It was a welcoming, but I think there's so many good things about this person that it was like, you know what, I'm willing to take this. I'm willing to travel this road.
So speak to that a little bit because that made me think like when you deal with a woman who is not as experienced as you as a man, when you really are looking at her as somebody to date, you see some potential in her and you're being real about it. How do you go about that mentally? Are you thinking, okay, do I need to handle her with care? Do I need to be more patient? Like, because you have more experience, again, it's and not just in like I know more movies and stuff like that. Like I
Mm-hmm.
clearly have seen more, done more things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be a little slower to understand that this is what this is. She might not catch these jokes. She might not know about whatever. How do you go into that?
The same way with anything else, is kind of like being like water, right? It's just hey, just this is the situation, just kind of go with it. So, because like what I start to see is even with this person in particular is, or anybody, this person in particular, she's not a slow leak, so that's great, right? So the good thing is that she's not like you can tell certain jokes and she's gonna get them and she's gonna go along with certain things, even though she's open to a lot more. than she was in her younger life. You know what I'm saying? So, and she, because she knows she didn't have that, mom or the church all over her and stuff like that. So she's a lot more willing to be a little bit more receptive to things. So I think that's what's the good thing about it. I think it's all about timing too, catching your boy in a more advanced age. And I've been around the block. I got that experience. I'm a little bit more chill now. So now I think if she would have caught me, if I'd have met her and I'm like young 30, I'm 30. If I was 30 when I met her, I don't know if that was going to, we probably wouldn't have made nothing happen. It wouldn't have shook, So,
You
and
would have
that's
been a lot
okay.
less patient.
Oh, no. Yeah. It just wouldn't have worked. Yeah. I'd have been like, I'm
Okay.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the reason why I asked, because I had both of my kids relatively young,
Yeah.
but even though I had them young, I wasn't super active. You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
just something just, happened. But
Yeah.
like I wasn't emotionally experienced. Like even growing, going into my 20s and stuff, like nobody really talked to me and made me understand what relationships and stuff were about. So you start to deal with people who have been more experienced in certain ways, and not just sexually, but just like in dealing with other people in relationships, and you don't know how to communicate. That's what I mean. Also, like how you dealt with her, because as a girl who grew up in church, everything, and it's so crazy because the interview I did last night, we were talking about it, and she was like, in church, we were always taught to, like, you better not be trying to be pleasing nobody or yourself or whatever. Like, it's
Hmm.
always about pleasing the man. So you don't know
Hmm.
what it is to be in tune with yourself and show up in that way. So I'm looking at it like, if I was a man, I'd be like, damn, I can get whatever I want out of her because she just doing, but I'm not happy. So like, how do I, that's why I'm like, to hear you say it as a man, like it actually makes me respect you a bit more, because you realize, like, I'm glad that I didn't meet her in my 30s, because now I have more patience, and knowing that she was where she was when you met her, she required a bit more patience anyway, because she didn't have that much experience.
Oh yeah, and even to that thing what you were saying, like in her upbringing is way different because even talking about, like you said, like pleasing this, like please your man first, like that wasn't her experience in life coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Her experience life was way different. So you ain't even thinking about that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's not about doing for your man and nothing like that. So even that aspect has been a little bit different in the sense you're like trying to be like, because I think she may have had one other matter of fact, one boyfriend before me. So you talking about is you talking about when I say a whole thing, this is like
Yeah.
really like uncharted. So I'm boyfriend number two coming to all this, and it's like, oh shit. So it's you want to say it's a learning curve. It is. It definitely for both of us. It's not just for both of us. Yeah, yeah,
Mantis, I was about to say, I don't know if you were following that because that was
Yeah,
extensive.
I was listening.
Did you
I
want
was
to add?
listening. No, 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 no. I don't. But
Okay.
I was listening.
Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. So, either one of y'all can start with this. What do you feel like is going to be is one of the biggest problems that people have when choosing somebody to date during these days?
For me,
Ooh.
it'll be loyalty and honesty.
Mm.
Um, I'm real big on that. So
Okay.
as long as you're loyal and honest, we good. Other than that, it ain't gonna work. And that's
So
hard to
you
say.
said, and what was the question again?
What do you feel like is one of the biggest problems that people have when choosing somebody to date these days?
Okay, okay. And I think he was saying something. My bad, bro.
No, no, no. That's all I was basically saying. Like, I'm a little bit too honest with people at times because I've heard people be like, oh, well, people ask for that, then they don't want it when they get it. Give it to me.
Are you asking to be honest for real, or are you trying to get a
Yeah,
reaction?
both. Be
Oh,
honest for real and for play. However you want to look at it. Give it to me
okay.
raw.
And you can handle complete honesty.
So far, I have. I mean, I'm either gonna roll with it or I'm not. I mean, and I'm simple. I'm the type of person to be like, hey, I respect what you said or what you have done or been through, but I can't really just get jiggy with it. You know, no offense. It's not you. It's me.
Yeah.
No offense. We can be friends after this. If not, I mean, hey, here we are. So there we go.
Yeah.
Deshaun.
Um. You said the biggest problem that we have was it the biggest problem that what?
What do you feel like is the one of the biggest problems that people have when choosing somebody to date?
Oh, okay. When choosing somebody to date, man, man, I think one of them can be like communication and expectations. Like one
Mm,
is communication and the other one's expectations. Those two things that I think come to mind is because, you know, a lot of times people can just assume and they can assume without ever the person didn't say anything like that, whether man or woman didn't say nothing derogatory or whatever the case, and then you just assume somebody's going to do something, or just because I'm here with you, you're assuming that we're going to be together or whatever. I don't care, just
mm,
whatever. Instead of just having a conversation that can help set up the proper expectations, right? So
mm-hmm.
it's I think those are some real big problems right there, and when people don't want to talk about stuff and you want to kind of let it linger, it's going to cause more problems. I think so. Yeah, those are two things right there. And then people just not following through with saying that what the expectations are not met. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Not
But is it
following.
whatever you may say you're going to do, or however you're going to do things. A lot of folks get this whole the dopamine rush when they just talk about doing something. Mothers
Mm,
get excited to talk. Y'all. I know y'all have probably met some grown ass people. When they come to talk about something, them mothers get excited. Now, when it comes to actual doing, they are
The
nowhere to
actions
be
don't match
seen.
the words.
Huh?
The actions do not match the words.
They just don't, brother. So he all on it. So what I'm saying is like people could just be like, "Well, I'm about to do this, or I'm gonna," and it's just it never materializes. So that can be a problem.
okay. Mon, I see you have joined. You want to turn your turn your audio real quick. How are you?
I'm all right. How is everybody?
Hey, hey, hey.
What's
We
up?
good. So
Uh, the
thank
question was
well, hold on,
the,
hold on, hold on.
oh, okay.
So like we did last time, I wanted to just go ahead and introduce yourself, tell everybody your name and how old you are, and anything else you want to add.
All right. My name is Kamayu and I go by K. Um I'm 33 and single and
Thank you
got
for
a
adding
lot
it.
of things I like to do for fun. Can y'all hear me pretty
Yeah.
okay? Okay, good, good. Um the rest is to be continued. Still just working on a whole lot of things and enjoying life, ready for it to warm up. That's about it.
Okay. Your hair growing, I see.
Yeah, I ain't trying something a little different. That's all.
You
Finna
look nice.
too cold to get it all cut off.
Mm-hmm.
But
So the question that you came in on, what was it, guys? It was, what do you feel is the biggest problem that people face when choosing somebody to date now?
Yeah.
um I personally think is not having the same morals and values. It's like if uh if they more of a materialistic kind of person and you not, then ultimately it's like those little things I just feel like they're gonna just grow and grow. Versus like if you're a minimalist or you frugal, you probably would do better with somebody that's frugal because like uh the values got to be the same. If they a party person and care about status and looks and all that stuff, they not going they not gonna mesh well with somebody who is more on the, I'm a eat poking beans and rice until I get right, you know.
Oh,
Um and yeah, I'd say morals and values, like if those ain't aligned when it come to money, um like I value honesty. Some people don't really care. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's fine, but I take loyalty over looks, but some people might take looks over loyalty. You know what I mean? And so it's like if if somebody like or somebody values something that I don't really care for, or vice versa, I think that be like the biggest thing because it's just so many things gonna come to a head from that, in my opinion. Like if she a party girl and I don't like that, it's like it's I don't want to stifle her and I don't want to have to tolerate her neither. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
it's just a preference.
Okay. That's a good answer. I mean, in all honesty, what you were saying, it sounds like you mean like it's like what I told my homeboy the other day about people not being equally yoked. So yeah,
I was gonna say that at first,
yeah,
yeah, like, but that
yeah,
just means so much though, like being
yeah,
equally yoked.
yeah, absolutely.
Gotta be.
I love that. Okay. So one of y'all had mentioned something about the standards and stuff. So the way that we were doing it, since it was just the two of them, we were starting with Deshaun, but I want to make sure that we continue to do it the way we're doing it. So we'll start with Deshaun, work through Mantis, and then get to you, okay? So
Okay.
that everybody still have a chance to answer. Um, okay, so do you feel like standards are too high? Like the women's standards are too high nowadays?
Oh no, I mean, I think every situation is different, right? So you're gonna like what you're gonna like because I've come across women that they may, I don't know what, because it really depends. Like, what would classify her standards to be really high? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Everybody's got a different thing what they're looking for. Like, hell, somebody think that my standards is high because
I was just about to ask that.
you
Do
know what
you
I'm
feel
saying?
like your standards are too high?
I mean, my standards are my standards, is what I like to say.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? See,
right.
I just think I like what I like, so I'm not gonna settle, which I wouldn't expect anybody else to settle as well too. So, like my man was saying about if you're a party girl and do that. I don't want you to stop doing that, but I know I don't want that. So that's kind of like me. If I know you out in these streets and you just for the streets, don't stop that. Just know you ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. And I hope you are too. You know what I mean? So
God
um
bless you.
yeah, God bless you. And I'm gonna keep it moving. But yeah, I don't think no, their standards are their standards, and I think that's good. And I just disrespect mine. How about that?
Okay, Mantis.
Um, be able to provide the same things that you're requiring from me.
Mm,
That's it. Be able to provide the same things. If not, be able to compromise well.
okay. I got something I want to say to that, but I'm
I
like,
say, just say it. Just don't even. This ain't
no,
the
no,
place to
no. It's not
do.
a bad thing. I'm just
I don't.
thinking
It don't
like,
matter. Just say it. You
Go
thinking
ahead.
too hard for not to not say it.
Go ahead.
no, I'm good. Never mind. Mine, go ahead.
Uh, I kind of agree with Deshaun about I like what I like and like everybody, but kind of more specifically, not everybody, but I think the standards do be too high these days, honestly.
In what way?
Well, on both ends for guys and for women. But like, uh, if you're not doing something for yourself, or like if you ain't gonna take yourself to Ruth Chris, don't ask me to do it.
Motherfucker, look, they ain't even ever ate at Ruth Chris before, but want you to take them there.
Yeah, that's just not
What
decent
if
human
that's on her
behavior.
bucket list? What if that's on her
Uh,
bucket list?
Look, don't
oh
start that
well.
shit with
then,
me,
then
then.
we might could connect and get to that bucket list one day, but it's like we ain't starting off like that, you know.
Nah.
Okay.
But yeah, it just unfortunately it do seem like it's more than a little bit. Where
So
it's like
Papa Do's is a
just
no.
yeah, it's like if I worked hard to get where I'm at, like why do you get to just
Reap those benefits.
give me two things and it's like you reap all of that hard work? Like, nah. So I think standards do be too high
Okay.
on both ends.
They
Some
you
guys
know
are unrealistic too.
I just want to piggyback on what he said a little because I think too what
I
ends up
bet you
happening.
do.
I really do because I think a lot of times what it be happening, right? Because this ain't all ladies, but there's a lot of ladies. You take away that old vagina, now they ain't got nothing left to offer you. You know what I'm saying? You take that thing, you take that little the power of that PUSSY away, and all of a sudden they have no power.
Y'all are the ones who put it on a pedestal and be going
No.
after it so hard.
Hey, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's a great thing to have, but most of us can live just fine without it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad to hear you say that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, have there been some younger times we probably have risked, your life to go get some at 2 o'clock in the morning, probably regretfully so. You know what I'm saying? But but at the same time, I think too, it's like we're older men too. It's like, get at the end of the day, we know once that subsides, that feeling that pretty much after you got that thing off, you got that clear. It's gonna be the same feeling afterwards. So that's I think a lot of times it's bringing two women back to reality. Like, what do you have besides that right there? Between what can you offer me besides that? Because if it's just that,
So what can she bring to the table is what you're
besides
asking.
just your JJ, that's it.
So she bringing the rolls. You want to know what else are you bringing besides these rolls?
I mean, something you got to. It's got to be
We can't
something.
fill up on bread.
We can't just do that.
They bring bread to the table at Texas Roadhouse when you get there. They bring bread.
Yeah, but it's an appetizer.
While we're waiting on the entree.
That's what I'm saying.
But you tear them rolls up every time.
Hey,
And we appreciate it until it's just something to hold us over until.
Whatever.
Hey,
and you know
but
what?
once those
Ain't
rolls are
none
completely
of us
gone,
been at Texas Roadhouse and got rolls and just left. You know what I'm saying?
right?
They sell the rolls at the store from now. Look, from what I've been told, like
Oh, they do?
they got somebody like them.
I bet they're eating something else with them.
Stupid, I'm sick of you. Oh my God. Okay. See, now I got two questions. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go into because Deshaun, you suck. Um, okay, fine. Since we ended on that then. How important is sex in a relationship to you?
It's important. It's definitely important. It's not the main thing, but it's a very good call. It's like a credit score, right? It's like how there's like on time payments matter, type of credit matters, hot credit, like the length of your credit, it matters. So it's like that. Sex is on there. It's like, what's the
Okay.
percentage?
So those roles are important, huh?
The rolls, yeah, the rolls. If we're going back to the rolls analogy, the rolls is good. It's like rolls is 10% of the meal. There's a
But you
whole
didn't have like
lot of
4 or
meat.
5
You
of
don't
them.
want them rolls with the entree, before the entree, and
Man,
maybe
shut up.
some after. Like you gonna want them rolls.
You gonna
Like,
want the rolls. You gonna
That's
want them.
true.
but
Man,
You know
you
what
ain't
I'm saying?
gonna get
bro.
filled. You're not gonna get full off of them.
Nah.
It's not the main. It's not the entree.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of
But
like,
they had a
on
place. The
y'all.
rolls had a place.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just a thing too. So when it comes to sex, is like I'll speak for myself. It's I'd say if I had to put a number on there in a scheme of 100, it's about 35% out of 100.
Okay.
So to where it's gonna matter. Like because we can't be in this and you ain't giving that thing up. Well, you can be making me happy in a lot of ways. Like you handle your business, you do good for this, or if we got family together, you're doing kids. So it's like, dang, you're doing all these things, but hey, baby, you've been kind of slipping over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I may not want to leave you here because you do so many of the other things so well. So it's like, baby, I need to work with you on this. But you got to get that booty up, and you got to give it up regularly too. It's got to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hate you so much. Mantis, you're next.
I mean, yeah, it's not the most important thing on the list, but it's definitely important. It's like having a Sunday. You know, the cherry on top is like I don't have to have it, but I mean, you know, it would be nice to have it. If I can't get it, I don't think I want that. I'm gonna get something else eventually. I mean, I can deal without it for a while,
Yeah.
but you know, when it finally comes to the point where they're like, oh, we don't sell cherries at all. Oh, well, okay.
I
Let
need to
me
talk
go.
to management.
Right. I need to speak. Do you have a comment card? I mean, but
You leaving a review?
oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We got a problem.
Oh yeah. That's a big problem.
When did
Y'all
they
are
stop?
bold.
Where are you from? You never had that before? Try it out. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So out of 100, like Deshaun said, where does it land with you?
strong 25. Strong. Strong 25.
Strong.
Right, right.
I'm talking about real strong.
It
And regularly too. Please on the regular now.
Listen, it got to be. It got to be. It got to be.
Hey, what they say, like the young ones say, don't make me wonder because I'm gonna wonder off.
No.
So he gonna need memory care. Got it. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I need refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh
Correct.
my God.
Yep. Yep.
Mon, I'm scared to ask.
I mean, I agree with these gentlemen.
Of course you do.
But honestly though, I would put it at about 40%, because it's like if you're lucky enough to find, you know, one without a roster and it can be clean and loyal and trustworthy, then it's like all of the energy that like could go toward the many other things that a guy could be working on. Is like I ain't gotta worry about that. That's a pretty good benefit, like, you know, because maybe in your 20s you got time to be chasing around and pulling up here and spending money there, but it's like that if you still doing that until, like, you know, you're 40, I don't know nobody who stayed like how they was in their 20s if they was like what you call it, or I guess a whoremonger or whatever. I don't think that's good for anybody. So I give it about 40%. Like it's pretty, it's pretty. Like if I ain't got a, you know, if those needs is met, that's like a little stable corner where I can focus on three other corners now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand none of y'all. Jason, I see you have joined us. Thank you so much, sir. How are you?
No problem. I'm good. How y'all doing?
Very
All
good.
right.
Very good.
Good, man. Good. Good to see y'all.
I would like to say a voice of reason has joined, but I know that's not the case. So, you know, you were joined us the last time, so you remember how we did it. Just tell the people your name, where you from, how old you are, you know.
um, Jason from Chicago, grew up in Jackson, Mississippi. I just turned 42 in January. Yeah, man. Well, yeah.
So, Jason, the question that you came in on was how important is sex to you?
Um, I put it on a scale of 1 to 10, probably like a 7. Um,
You niggas is
Look,
just
as a man,
be honest.
we
Be
want
honest.
we want to. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You know, we want to feel desired, right? And I feel like that's a part of it. A woman being able to kind of show us that she's into us, physically, right? It's not everything, but I mean, it's important.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure. I don't know what everybody else's answer was, but I can only imagine.
Yes, you can.
But it's one of those things where it doesn't drive me, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a person, like it don't drive me. Like I'm not pressed for it. But if I'm giving my time, my energy, then man, it gotta be something. We gotta be knocking some boots for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like we you know, we got to. Like that's kind of how we, you know, part of building a connection. with somebody. For us, it comes from the physical, the mental part of it too. But we need that. We need that physical. We need that. And so, yeah,
Okay.
I would say about a 7. But this is with somebody that I'm into, that I'm, more than likely spending a lot of time with, spending my hard-earned money on. Yeah,
Here you go.
Hey
Okay.
man, we not deplete my resources for somebody that ain't like. I don't understand. What's the point of that?
No, Mon literally just was talking about how. What did you say, Mon? Talking about something she want to go to Roof Chris, and oh my
Can't
god,
take herself. Wouldn't take herself.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I'm saying.
if
Like, I look at, if I'm taking you to Ruth Chris, I'm taking you on dates. That's like foreplay. We building up the anticipation because when we get back to the crib,
Yes, sir.
right, I'm a lot more comfortable with it that
yeah,
way.
like
I am so sick of
yeah,
y'all.
we sitting on a date, we talking, the conversation is good, the drinks are good. Like we building up. Like they
So
say,
because you bought
anticipation
me,
is.
so because you bought me some shrimp scampi.
Yeah, like you
Hell
can go
yeah.
on your own time. It's
Say
give and
never eating
take.
shrimp
Or
and red lobster. No, like he right. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
Yeah, like
different.
it's give and take.
Or we can just get that out the way, and then we can determine if if we doing Ruth Chris or if we gonna do Captain D's. I mean, it's just you
Captain
know,
D's is
Hey,
delicious.
because to be
it's
honest,
not as delicious as Ruth Chris though.
dudes usually are more simple. So I mean, to be honest, like
Station is
like
simple.
I'm myself. I'm pretty good in the kitchen myself. So I prefer
Mhm.
to do that than eating out.
So
So
you
taking
would
you out would be
you would
more
offer
for
to
you.
cook for her?
Oh yeah, like I mean, I think that'd be that's always a preferable kind of date idea to me. But women be wanting to be seen and have attention and go out like they like those kind of things. Whereas like I, I'm it's just neutral to me. So if I'm going and doing all of that, like I don't mind, especially if it's a chick that I like and I'm into. That I don't want to call it a compromise, but it's like
It is a compliment.
I wouldn't normally be doing it, but I don't mind doing it for her if we
If you
connect.
like her like that.
Yeah.
But
Really quick, hold on one second, Deshaun. Really
uh,
quickly, Jason, I don't know if you said it or not, but can you tell us your relationship status?
Oh, I'm single.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Deshaun, go ahead and say
I
whatever
was
you was
I
about to
look
say.
like he had said, since all of us are in that age group, I came up on Eddie Murphy and Boomerang.
That's
So
my shit, right? That's my favorite movie
that's
right
what
there.
I'm
Why
saying.
did you say that?
So me, I'm quick to invite a chick to my house. I'm a cook. Eddie Murphy showed me that was what you do.
Yep.
So I can whip up a good meal and with this $15 bottle of wine, we just stayed up under $75 and we probably even had a better time.
Then if we went
Word.
out on
Straight
interviewing
up.
each other, like that's what
Yes.
it is. You be on a date interview, man. I'm with you.
You
Damn,
know?
what? I'm gonna use the because Boomerang my favorite movie. So I'm gonna using that like
You
shit.
got
That's
to.
what we grew up on.
That's it. Yo, I'm quick. Yo, that was my little joint. That was me.
Deshaun, has
Eddie
she seen
Murphy showed me, gave us game. That
has
was the
she
joint.
seen has your girlfriend seen Boomerang yet?
I let her see Boomerang. You know what she
Okay.
said? She said, "That's what your ass did." Cause that's how I got her to come to the house. Ain't that some
Yep.
shit?
You think you're nickel slick, baby, but I
Yeah.
got your penny change. That is crazy. That is
But you know what? But to like what Jason was saying, end up having with the times I've done that, the women have had great times. You
Mhm.
talking about intimate conversation,
I love
different
women cook.
right, and then on top of that too, it's like because it's an experience. It's like everything
Yeah.
else. It's experience. You can
Yeah.
guess you can have more drinks if you want because now we ain't got to spend $15-$16 a damn drink that you
Hell
and you
yeah.
ain't paying. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Hey man,
like
you ain't lying.
That hell yeah came from the
like
soul, Jason.
if
It
if
did, because I know what it's like. I was just on a date a couple days ago.
Like, damn, she want
Drink,
vanilla margarita.
each drink $15. And they just flowing. I'm just like, we could have got a bottle, made some drinks. Man, because the end result gonna be the same.
That's what I do.
What's the end result, Jason?
Use
What's the
your
end result?
imagination. Shit, we back at the crib.
Yeah.
You was back at the crib anyway.
We gotta go back to the house. Gotta go to the house. Gotta go to the
The
house.
same conversation we could have had at the crib.
Yeah.
That we could have had out. We could have cooked. We could have found a recipe on Pinterest and cooked together.
Yep.
The only thing going out is really gonna have over that is if she wants to be seen and attention and like that part. Which ain't nothing wrong with that occasionally.
Yeah.
What is it with you about women wanting to be seen? What is this? I want to know. You know what? I want to meet the last woman that dated you because I want to find out what did you do to him? Because you really have pissed him off.
That's the thing.
So much.
That's the thing. They either want to be seen or they want to be able to tell their friends, "Oh man, he took me out on a date." Like
we had this discussion last time where one of y'all was talking about how the girl was on her phone taking pictures of something at the restaurant.
Yeah. Somebody said that, but that's what they want to do. Everything is for social media.
Yeah, so
that's not what we grew up on. Like that's why women was more willing to come to cook because it was about the connection and not what was external. And all of the external validation or being able to call their girls and be like, yeah, he took me to Ruth Chris or whatever. He like they don't be able to tell somebody or show somebody something. And that's what that's about. And we failed.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So the woman is bragging about you taking her out to eat. Are y'all bragging to your fellas about the fact that you hit?
No, I don't. Like, I don't even tell my friends that. Like, they don't.
Maybe some immature guys, but it's like whoever doing that,
that's corny.
Like,
I would never tell my friends that.
Like,
they should.
I don't even be wanting my friends to know.
Yeah.
Like, they might try to slide in too.
Right. I don't got no friends like that.
Hey, now that part right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, you've been real quiet.
But actually, it's really at that point, I think too, and I'll speak just for me. I'll say like it's almost like it's like, especially if it's a good vibe, it's almost like this is gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go down. If the vibe is good, it's like that. We're gonna meet. That's what it's all about, man. But like I'm with my man too. It's like that whole want to be seen. Because what I've seen when they come to the crib, it ain't a whole bunch of selfies at the crib because they don't care. They don't want nobody to see like, who girl, where you at? Who house you at? Or something like that. They want to be in front of that fountain, in front of the damn wherever the hell you at, but never on your damn couch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you why I said I think they want attention too, and you just tell me if y'all can tell me if y'all think I'm wrong. Me being one guy giving you attention, just for most of them, does not compete with I can get attention from this one every day. Like,
think so?
Yeah, I do think so. It's like,
wow,
it's just easy endorphin, dopamine boost.
You think it just makes them like gives them a high
every day.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to social media, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, cause and I ain't the type that would be like, oh yeah, you gotta deactivate and all that stuff. But it's like, if you getting something from like, posting a picture and it's always like a picture of you. It don't be nothing business related. It don't be nothing about like food. It don't be no kind of hobby. It just be a picture of you and your body that some guys is gonna like. Like, if you getting something from that, then just not for me, maybe, because not all girls is like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, some be more on the shy, modest side, and it's like, as a guy, that's gonna be more appealing than that attention seeking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a deep need, like, cause shoot, if a dude ain't never had $1 million and he been frugal, I bet you when he get $1 million, he gonna buy something.
Yeah,
he gonna buy something. So that's kind of why I think it'd be. I'm just one guy. That attention from multiple people, it's addicting. It's the new drug.
Mm-hmm.
They got most of them hooked, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could pull up Facebook right now, and then like the the little thing, the little profile, live, whatever, reels, whatever, you're gonna see them at the club showing face, body.
Yeah.
It's never nothing of what's the word?
Substance.
Substance.
Yeah, never nothing of substance. It's just them, which
Yeah.
I ain't knocking it, but I just be peeping it though. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Okay.
drug, man. It's a drug for them.
So I'm gonna go back a little bit to this strong 25 or 30, 45 that all of y'all was talking about. Since it's that important to you, if the woman is important to you, do you think that you could ever be celibate with her? Like if she said, I want to get to know you first and I want to take sex off the table.
So you talking about in the very beginning?
Yeah, like for a while. You know how Steve Harvey was talking about the 90-day rule. Like if she's like, no, longer than 90 days, if it take us 6 months to get here, like I want us to get to know each other.
Yeah, I say, I may not be the guy for you.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I prefer not to. If that's your journey, baby, I say go when you seek that. You know what I'm saying? There may be a time that I may want to be a part of that, because I've been listening to 50 Cent. He was talking about he on the celibacy journey right now. So like it's a thing, right? Huh?
I said I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's how he said he's been more productive lately. He's been practicing celibacy. So if it's to a point,
What you laughing for?
Now I'm just laughing at the whole 50 Cent thing, but he feud with people right now. So maybe he need to go into release pressure.
Yeah. But you figure too, he probably didn't that point. You didn't see as much sex as that man then probably seen. He's like, dude, I'm good.
Good,
So
okay.
yeah, I mean, I think, but if I'm just meeting a woman, we talking about dating, and she's like, hey, I want to hold off on sex until I get to know you. I'm just like, I think you really overthinking this shit. Like, let's see how we work, and if it naturally goes to that earlier than that, let that shit happen. If we are vibing like that and you feel like you want to give that, don't stop yourself just to be like, I got 90 days. Just because Steve Harvey said it. And I'm like,
no. Like,
marriages?
like if she's not saying like it's a clock, but if she's just like, I don't want to do anything right now at all. Like I want us to hold off as long as we can. Do you think that you could do that?
I mean, I've done that. Yeah, I've done it, but
You would prefer not to.
I would prefer not to. I've done it. It like depends on if this person worth that. Like, she seems like she's something that, you know what, I'll stick around to you like that. But if you just,
I'm gonna think she ain't that interested.
Huh?
Right.
I'm gonna think she ain't that interested. That ain't gonna be I mean, cause 9 times out of 10 it's been somebody that they probably first night wasn't shit, didn't have to do nothing, and it's just like I can't be that it factor for everybody.
Who hurt you?
No, that's no. That's
he real.
That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
If you can make me wait 6 months,
I feel like
that into me.
When a woman goes celibate, we paying the price for what somebody else did.
Right. If I'm gonna be celibate,
that's what I feel like.
Might as well be by myself.
I feel like when a woman like you, all of that stuff goes out the window. Because once she start creating all of these different rules for you, she don't really like you like that. I feel like it should be a natural progression. Yeah. So all of that, I'm celibate. No, I'm paying the price for what somebody else. If we vibing and you like me, I want you to be in your most authentic self.
That's it.
And if you feel like the time is now, then it should be now. But you waiting 6 months, whatever. Like I feel like you creating
just doing something
that you want to create for somebody else that you really like.
That ain't authentic.
That ain't real. Like if it was a dude that you really like, all of that goes out the window.
Yeah.
I have a strict rule. When a woman come to me and she got all of these rules, she don't really like me. I really believe that. Women don't create rules for men that they like. They break the rules for men that they like.
So if she got some standards,
that's different.
You can have standards. You can have standards. Go ahead, Gary. My bad. Let him.
The difference between standards and rules.
There you go.
I want to hear this again, Jason. If she got too many rules, what are too many rules?
He
When
has to do
when
this.
she be like, I like
Shut
men
up,
that buy
man.
me. Hold on. When she be like, I like men that buy me stuff,
Oh,
treat me a certain way. Like it's women out here like that. Like you can have standards, but there, like you said, there's a difference between standards and rules. Like in order to get X, you got to do Y and Z. Like women like that, and I
like
just be
where
like,
it seems transactional.
yeah, where's transactional? Whereas you let a dude that ain't got a job, ain't got nothing going for himself, come over and beat the buns whenever he want to. But now I gotta have the rules because I got something going for myself. Like, no, that means you don't look at me like that. And and as a man, I just gotta accept that and be like, I'm gonna go find somebody that don't none of this matter. You fuck with me, and that's just what it is. So
That's it.
no, I'm not. I don't go by that. That celibacy stuff. Nah. If you like me and we out, we vibing, we having drinks, that cat should be jumping for me. Yeah, hey, what we talking about? That's what it is.
Like the woman that likes you.
Yep,
It
exactly.
ain't gonna go wrong for no guy.
Yeah, like exactly.
Gonna save time, money,
I'm trying to
energy,
tell you,
effort.
man. I done been on too many dates, man. Like I know how this work. Like,
Every dude that had his
That
time
should be
wasted.
jumping.
yep.
For
I
that.
ain't having no time wasted. I ain't saying you got to
That be
put
the
that on
thing.
the first or second date, but by the third date, you should know.
Yeah.
You
Because
should be
they
coming
say
to the
women know
date
if
with
they
no
want to see
drawers
with
on.
you within
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes, right? They say women know she want to see with you within 5 minutes. So now you going from 5 minutes to 90 days, man. Please,
You tripping. You tripping.
yeah, we
You
ain't.
don't like me,
So
huh?
by the third date, she should be coming on the date with no drawers on, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I did.
Hey,
I
they
think
can
so.
look.
Yeah, like I really believe that. Like
She
we
can,
at
she
this
can wear
point,
them. She can wear them. Just be prepared to take them off.
just take them off. Yeah, like we done. Cause at that point I done planned the dates. I done spent my money.
Yeah.
So like
I hate y'all so much.
Could have been doing something else more than likely.
Thank
yeah,
you.
like so
Thank
at
you.
what point do the man be like, damn, what you show me something?
That's
Because
it.
if you ain't paying for no dates, like show me something.
That's it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like
So okay, hold on. Let me ask you this: if she paying for the date, are you taking your drawers off?
hell
She
yeah.
won't.
But
She
Hell
won't.
yeah.
Dude, she
Drop
won't.
GTD. What we talking about?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be asking her. So when we leave,
Where
Hell
we going?
yeah. Like shoot.
what's taking so long?
Hell yeah. Shoot.
Matter of fact, if you want, we can go back to the crib.
Right.
She hit you with the "What's up,
Maybe
little
we
daddy" in the
can stop
parking
by the
lot.
store, get a bottle, just go back to the
Yeah.
house. And,
That's
we
it.
play
Go
about
back,
it.
boy. Hey,
Simple.
go to get a bottle back to the house. That's the move right there.
That's
You
the
know what I'm
move. She
saying?
should be like, what you about to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what you mean?
What you mean?
What you mean, dude? What you mean? What we about to do? I'm at your crib, or you can come to the crib, whatever, whichever makes you feel the safest.
That's it. That's
You want to
it.
be in the
Right.
couch? You want to be in the little where we going?
Hell
we doing?
yeah!
Gosh.
Like, don't come over here playing shot now. That you done let some dirty, dusty nigga done, man. Please, we know what's up. Like,
Yeah.
women be letting dudes that ain't got nothing going for themselves run amok.
But
Man.
I would say this about like the being celibate thing. Kind of like the older I get, the more I do be like kind of. I ain't just even trying to put it on just any of them anyway. So it's like, but it ain't gonna be. That ain't gonna be no 90 days though.
Yeah.
But it's like I also ain't finna just be taking just cause you throwing it at me neither. Cause I done met
That's a
some
good point.
crazies, you know what I'm saying? And
That's a good point.
I ain't trying to, you know, cause be a lot going on. So it's like even if I was,
that's a good point to
but
make.
like if I'm gonna be celibate though, how else is you helping or adding or doing something for me that ain't really just taking away from time of me doing something else? Like I ain't. You can be celibate by yourself, me too. Like what you gonna be celibate together
Hell
for?
yeah.
Yeah, right. You're
Like
right.
if you're gonna be celibate, then we ain't going on no dates. We could just talk on the phone.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It's only
Yeah. Them pockets
if I
gonna be
gotta go
celibate too,
without
right?
certain
Shit.
things, she gotta be able to go without certain things.
Yeah.
So,
What?
like dates,
So
like
I
certain
can
types
see
of
you.
dates. You can see me. We're not going to Ruth Chris, but you know we might go to Outback.
Hell, we
Okay,
didn't even
so
do that. Let's go to the museum. The museum
I
free.
catch you at
Hell.
the end of the day when I'm laying down. That's the time you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I ain't sleep first.
You're right.
See, I gotta go
so
with Outback. Hey, compromise.
So that's what I'm saying. Are you okay dating? Like, would you still go like for walks in the park, whatever? Like, would you still talk to her and get to know her?
I would.
Yeah, but not as
What you say,
much as.
Deshaun? I wouldn't.
No, I
Especially
said
if
I
she
would.
got
I would. I
conversation.
would.
Yeah, I would, but it wouldn't be the same. The vibe would not be the same.
Mm.
Yeah,
If
no.
you know,
Jason.
yeah, the
Man,
vibe is not. The
hey
conversation
man,
not
this
even gonna be the
shit. They talking that real shit right now.
Yeah, you for real. You can't just come up in there because like see the last two brothers they weren't hearing that part. I don't think they were hearing that part when we was talking about how the woman you take away that for JJ they ain't got nothing else. Some women they ain't got nothing else after that. So you try to tell me you not gonna give me that, and you already damn
They
Miss
ain't got no
Glamour shots
substance.
over here don't really do
Yep.
nothing else. So that's all you got. Come on now.
I feel like I'm fighting for my life right now. I'm like,
And
damn, where
I
my
feel
ladies
like
at?
that sound bad, but
It's
No,
true.
I'm
when
laughing
you
because
really
I
look at
understand
it,
where y'all are
it's
coming
just like, well, is she helping me on these projects? Is she putting
from. Is
some
she
money in
building
my
you up
pocket?
in some
It,
kind of way?
is she good energy? Is she giving me some ideas? Is she watching like well see I'm gonna get into like stuff that actually help. Like if
Yeah.
you wash my clothes for me, then I don't have to. If you cooking for me, then I don't have to. Like that actually helps. I'm a lot more willing to give
Prime
like
Which one of
the
y'all
little
was it
stuff.
that just said that 50 Cent is
But I'm probably
celibate?
Oh
doing it
yeah, yeah,
myself.
yeah.
So,
But what I'm saying, so like, if that's the case, if you meet a woman to say she's celibate, and then like, if you talking about like, can she, do anything for me? If 50 is saying him being celibate is making him more focused and stuff, maybe she can help you be more focused.
No hell, if there's no
in
need for me,
theory,
but he's a single man.
in
He's a
theory,
single man.
That's different.
like that just don't typically be the case. That what we
Right.
saying. Like if you take like that
Taking
that would be nice, but that don't be the case. Like most of the time, it's just gonna be a I want your attention, which is gonna take my attention away from other things that are more productive for me. They want my time. It's gonna take that away because I think women y'all value that, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't get no value out of cuddle time when I really want to be working on like some other stuff that I want to be doing that's gonna
Yeah.
actually benefit me.
Mm-hmm.
That cuddling is just so
That's building a connection, man.
well, that's if I like you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if
Like
we
if I
cuddling,
like
you
you, then I
should
might
like
would
me.
like that. But still, it's still only gonna be like a portion of the day. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it ain't I don't want to lay up like from 8 o'clock or like if you spend the night
Shit, I be
10
up at
o'clock, 10
6.
o'clock, it's probably time to go. Like I'm a morning person, I want to get the moving. Unless
Yeah.
you gonna be moving with me, then it's I don't want to just be laying in the bed all day. Like that ain't something that I do.
Yeah.
Nah.
I get that.
So
One of y'all was finna say something. I
I feel like I feel like
like
sex to
what?
a man could be like money to a woman because if a man ain't working or bringing nothing in the house, a lot of women gonna look at him different and treat him different.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hey, if we ain't knocking on boots, baby. I mean, you gotta understand some things might change. Just like if that man ain't bringing no money in the house, you gotta understand some things might change.
Might
Yep.
change. That's
if
it.
we accept that,
So we
Yeah.
have to.
Yep.
Okay.
That's so. Let me ask you. I know the moderator here, but what is the deal? I know you can't speak for all women, but why do you believe some women get all up in arms when we have these expectations? I feel like about why about sex. Like I feel like that's a reasonable expectation since it's being flaunted in front of us so much. Why do you feel like women are like, oh, what do you mean and stuff like that?
Especially when we're all grown.
Right.
Well, okay. So you mean as far as like expecting it?
Yeah.
Shut up, Deshaun. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with feeling cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like feeling like you're not worth anything more than that, right? And that's again just based on how a lot of us were brought up because like how we had talked about before starting, or I think we might have started, a lot of us were taught to be wives. You know what I'm saying? Like to be chosen, that type of thing. And then when you get to a point where it's just like, I'm grown, I'm gonna do my own thing or whatever. By the time you didn't been grown and dated and had, kids and all these things, you didn't had your own experiences. So now you think you know, but see, everybody's out here, broken people are dating broken people. So don't nobody really have the real information. And these are conversations that are just not being had. Nobody is giving you the real information. Like I'll say like aunties and mamas and stuff, right? Like they not really giving us the real about what it's like to really please somebody or please yourself and what you really need and desire and deserve and all that. So I'm going into something thinking about you and not thinking about me. And I'm feeling shortchanged and I'm feeling cheap. Like I don't matter. And this probably sounds confusing because I'm trying to keep it brief because it's not about me, it's about y'all. But as far as, just being a woman nowadays, because I'm not dating, but
Could it be
mine hush.
finish?
No. So a lot of it has to do, like I said, with just being, and I wasn't saying hush to be mean.
Oh,
Um,
you good.
but a lot of it really is about like being looked at as if you're cheap, like like, oh, like you're disposable. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know how they always say, what is it, like 20 women to every man or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's because it's like women is out here competing, and it's so much where it shouldn't be. But I think that's why a lot of women do look for, whatever one of y'all was talking about, like the money part of it. If that's what they want, then that's what they want. I mean, but you're being given the wrong information and being, if you're trying to find somebody of substance, and I'm talking about as a woman, you're going about it the wrong way by looking at his pockets and using your vagina as collateral. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying before about the whole celibacy thing, because if you take sex out of the equation, even just for a little bit, and try to get to know somebody, you will get clearer vision at the very least. Because I might not like you. You might not like me. We might not have shit in common. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, sex will mess things up. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
make it great.
It will, but usually you start to sleep with somebody way too soon and you're left with a baby, something that is going to be with you for the rest of your life. And what does the baby come with? Financial, things that you got to deal with that. And then a person that you don't really know like that, now you have to deal with them in a financial way. Somebody that you weren't even thinking about. Like it just sex complicates things so much to where you're not even it's a lot. So as a woman, as a grown woman now, I don't play about that. Like I'm not even in that realm. So
Okay.
but like I said, like now in my 20s, that wasn't even something that I considered or cared about because everything was dispensable to me because I didn't take it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Yeah.
don't learn that until you get older, that you need to place more value on what you desire, what you need, what the other person requires. Because like I said, I might not like you. We might not vibe at all after, like whichever one of y'all was saying, like after you bust that nut, like after that, like after I done came to my senses, I don't even like this nigga. Like his feet stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. And he might not like me. So
Right. But a booty fat. But I think
absolutely.
sometimes
But she ain't got nothing up here.
right, but situationships can be good for what they are too. They
But
can
they
be a
also
great
can
little
last way too long.
no, but they can be a good segue because not everything need to be a long-term relationship.
It
Sometimes
does.
you
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
either it's a lesson to be learned somewhere.
there you
Exactly.
go.
Lesson.
That's
So
Yeah.
it.
sometimes
But
you got
that's
to
what
take
I'm saying. The
it
age
out.
that I'm at now, I know that, and I'm not going to waste my time doing that anymore. Like, that's just not where I am. Like I said, in my 20s, absolutely wouldn't gave it a second thought. Like,
Mhm.
I don't
I
want
look at
nothing
it
to
as a
do.
sign from God. He wanted me to pick
Absolutely.
this person for a reason, and
Absolutely.
Mhm.
he might know that I'm in between relationships. So I need this over here. I need this. I got this.
That's
I
between
need
you
this
and
little
God.
connection with her in order
Mhm.
to bridge me to what I really want. But in
That's
the
That's
it.
between
meantime,
you and God.
we're gonna have our fun on this side.
That's it.
If she's not deep in my pockets.
I can't speak for nobody but myself, but I just know for me as a woman, I've never dated anybody because they had money. So that's not. I I hear everything that y'all are talking about. So a lot of the stuff is funny. I mean, I know people that went through that, but like just in general, bartering my coochie for finances and all these other things, like it just is asinine to me as a 42-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's when you remove sex from the equation, you can see so much more clearly what God has for you. And if it's not for me, I don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to be involved in you, like in your life in that way, because I might be a hindrance. Period. I don't know. But I think that was something we were saying earlier. Like a lot of times people come in your life, they don't necessarily just have to be there for, to be a partner. I could be in your life just to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to mess that up with being physical with you. I'd rather get to know you and then see what can happen. But again, this ain't about me. This is about y'all. So moving on. Um, okay.
But if we are physically attracted and it just happened to go there, there we are.
That's it.
And I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes it might take that pit stop in order to realize that nah, this ain't it.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know.
I mean,
You never know.
I think dudes
Opportunity.
get tired of being for the streets too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Believe it or not.
I don't think that's a woman thing. I think that's everybody. Like
Mm-hmm.
after a while, that's why you got 50, 60-year-old men out here still
Mm-hmm.
in the club. Like I know y'all niggas is lonely. So
Mm-hmm.
you want somebody to cook you some greens. You want somebody to make you some dirty rice or whatever. Like you tired of being by yourself too. You tired of listening to them love songs. I don't care what
Mm-hmm.
nobody say.
Oh yeah.
Nobody want to be alone for the rest of their life. Jason, you ain't trying to be out there stepping in the name of love while you 70 years old by yourself.
So like,
I know you not.
so like, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You want to go to them concerts with your baby. I know.
Well, yeah.
It's just about finding the right person.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, thank you for asking the question though. All right. Oh, so Jason came in, and so I know I had told mine, but since more of y'all had joined, and that's how I was trying to do it before, um, I was trying to do it to where when I ask a question, I was gonna ask it in like alphabetical order. So you would be after Deshaun, but since you came in last, we're just gonna keep going the way that we've been going.
Okay.
Okay. So Deshaun, you would be first with this question. So do you think that social media has given women a false sense of what a relationship truly looks like?
Oh yeah, it didn't fuck them up bad. Yeah. it done fucked him up so bad. It's bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they sit back and listen to some of these little couples and some of these people. If you do it like this it's just yeah, man. So it's just like remembering like that's different strokes for different folks, man.
Mhm.
Like you can't put all your stuff and believe in what they doing is going to work for you. It's okay to maybe take some advice from people, right? We can always learn from somebody else, but I do think it has messed folks up, man. You got women out here following some of these guys and gals online, like, oh, just like matter of fact, what the old J. Cole song that he said he want that Will and Jada love. Who the fuck want Will and Jada love now? Not a damn soul want it now, right?
It worked for them.
Yeah, it was
It worked.
cool then when it was in the song. It was trendy, right? But the same thing in the song. We all think we want something and then all of a sudden it's like, nah, like. So yeah, I think it messed them up.
Okay. Mentees.
Yeah, I think it's messed it up too. Basically piggybacking off what I said a minute ago, you can see something in 500 miles away and be intrigued by it, and in reality, it's not reality.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it has.
Okay. Mine.
Yeah, I think it has also. Like
I'm sure you do.
hands down. I mean, it for real. It's like it wasn't this delusional. I got 20 dudes hitting me up. I mean, back even when I was in like I don't know, probably elementary, like, and
Mm-hmm.
that changes things. Like it give you some false options because just because you got 100 likes gonna give anybody a little boost. Like, oh, I got 100 likes, and then them 100 dudes though is like you might only want 2 or 3 of them, but it's like you got the boost of the whole 100 though. So it just yeah. The simple answer is yes. It messed them up. It messed them up bad. Like the son said. Yeah.
Okay. Jason.
Yeah, so I think what happens is a lot of time these women they spend a lot of the time online scrolling, and then they be hearing people give this relationship advice and how relationships and stuff should be. And I think what happens is they take these blanket statements and then they try to apply it to whatever relationship or situation they dealing with. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where they be going wrong at. You know, like they don't take into account like it's so many different variables dealing with different people. And they'll hear something and they expect like this is how it's supposed to be. And that's
Because
just
he said this, you should be doing it too.
yeah, like this is how it should be. Oh, if a man don't take you out within 5 days, he don't really like you. Like
Right.
maybe
Why
it got
that's a
something to
simp
do.
doing that
Maybe he
kind
trying to
of
feel
stuff.
Yeah.
you out. And all these women apply the same rules to the same, to
That's
every
it.
guy, and that's just not how it works. You know what I'm saying? And they be like you said, even with the likes and thinking, oh, I got all these dudes in my DMs, and us as dudes know, like, man, these niggas just trying to hit something.
That's it.
That's that thing. Ain't none of these dudes, like, if we keeping it real, we know it's dudes, because I would assume the dude, like us guys that's on here, got something going for themselves. And we kind of understand that a lot of dudes just be trying to hit something.
That's
You know what
it.
I'm saying? And the women be feeling like that because they getting attention from them that it's something meaningful, and they try to use that as leverage against
Yeah,
us, against other guys. And I don't fall for that. Like I'm just like,
yeah.
all right,
It's
go see
annoying.
what that's like. And yeah, so yeah, like social media messed up the whole social media. That and dating apps messed up all the relationship.
And simps.
Yep.
He can
No,
simp to
for
mess it
real.
up.
Like the dudes
Yeah.
that be in the comments, oh, you look so beautiful, and I just be like, oh my gosh, you just look
Lane
back
Nick
another
Langston.
2
Girl, I
years.
don't even know your name. I'm about to take
Yeah,
you to Ruth
like
Chris. Like them,
yeah,
they
like
got it all
it be
messed up.
dudes like that, and women they feed into that because they go based on how they feeling in a moment. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, now I see why dudes be like, I don't want my girl on social media. And I don't be on that controlling stuff, but I kind of understand why. And it be because they be on that scrolling. And then they get to story time. And now they done sat there for an hour, heard a story, and be like, damn, my man be acting like this, or my man didn't do that. And now we arguing over something
Yeah.
Over something
Hey,
that you
well,
didn't even know was going
that you
on.
didn't even know what's going on because they don't
right.
know how to communicate how they feel about stuff.
There you go.
And the shit ain't
Well, hey,
going.
what was that? What was
Yeah,
that? What was that simp dude name? The dude that used to always used to
Derek
kiss all the women's
Jackson.
ass.
Derek Jackson,
That clown.
yeah,
Like
like just like that,
clown of the
like dudes like
millennium.
that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
But come to find out, he
fortunately,
was
black women are
doing
easiest
a
to
lot.
pander to. Like black women are easiest to pander to online.
Yo, yeah. Yeah.
Now it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. It is what it is. Like any dude that get on there and get to talking that talk, and black women agree with them, they gonna eat that up. And
Yeah.
it's like that's just not real life. Like that's just not
So,
real life.
so a man taking accountability is not real life.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa,
whoa, whoa.
whoa, whoa,
See,
whoa,
this is
whoa,
what
whoa.
women do.
I'm
You trying
asking
to
you.
flip it
Yeah,
back on the
yeah,
man. What
how
do
do
you
we
buddy.
get
mean?
there?
Accountability?
How do we get there?
Accountability for what? What are we talking
I
about?
missed
Accountability
something
for what?
saying.
Because you were talking about Derek Jackson. I ain't talking about him because at all. But there are certain people I've seen who do make videos about relationships and stuff. So if they're talking about what you said, like they like to talk about, relationships and what should be done, blah blah blah, or just taking accountability. What I'm saying, what they've done in relationships and how they've changed and all these things, and the woman is eating it up. Like if they're listening to that and they come to you and say, "Babe, watch this," and like, "Oh well, see what he said."
They
Is
don't do
that
that though.
They
That's
ain't
the
doing
point.
that.
Like they
Yeah.
don't do that. They'll take the information, internalize it, start applying it to their situation, their relationship, and then feel like because whatever they heard, the person that they with not doing it, something is wrong. Like everything can be perfectly fine, but they'll hear somebody say, well, a man should do this. And if the person that they with don't happen to do that, now it's a problem. That's just not our dynamic.
Yeah.
That's why I call them blanket statements that they be making and listening to. Well,
And
I can't
What
go
if
for that.
it just took her
even
time to finally wake up to your bullshit and she
but
finally
check
is
this
like
out though. I think with a good bit, even if I say the exact same thing that somebody said on the internet, they're not gonna hear it from me.
True.
But they gonna hear it when they didn't found it scrolling through on the internet.
Exactly.
So that's a real big problem because if I'm saying the same thing, but you ain't want to hear it when I was saying it, then I don't need you around me, honestly. You gonna listen to it, bugs gonna be able to get put in your ear. You're gonna be easily influenced. Yeah, already be emotional, kind of ready to think toward that way. And if that's the case, then it's like that's a very annoying phenomena that I've came across. It's like I can
Deshaun,
say
wipe
the
that
exact
smile off
same
your face.
thing, and you didn't hear it, but when you seen so and so or your friend shared it with you, and it's the exact same thing, and then it's like, so that
So he making sense, but I wasn't.
But no,
could be
he
the
real.
exact
I think
same message.
I hear
it's the
you.
same thing.
I hear
He'll
you.
be saying stuff. I think when you just said accountability, it just
No,
threw me
I'm
off.
saying for him where he's like, you listening to your friend, like, oh, he was making sense, but I'm not.
Yeah, I guess because like he said it, that'd be a big problem. It could be like I can make the same sense, yo, and it's like, but somebody online said it, and all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
He must be a goofy.
Gullible, easily influenced,
yeah,
and it's like nobody needs a leaf that's gonna be blowing in the wind. Like you can't deal with that. Like just
Gullible and
well, you
easily
can, but
influenced.
it just wouldn't be a wise on the guys' behalf, to
Mm,
even get into that,
yeah.
okay. Wow. All right. Jason, I about to say I feel like your blood pressure went up a little bit with that question. So
Yeah, man. Cause you be hearing women, they like they use terminology like what that all you
gaslighting.
narcissists, gaslighting and
Yeah.
stuff. Like they hear that stuff online all the time.
Yeah,
And
straight
it's
So
up.
like,
because she know the
Can't
what
word
even spell it.
gaslighting is a
what are you
problem.
talking about? Like this
Yeah.
blows my mind. It just be
Yeah.
like, man, stay off the internet. That's what I tell them when they start saying, just stay off the internet because you ain't using like I don't subscribe to that. So
Some gaslight. No, nigga ain't even got no matches. What you talking
What are you
about?
yeah,
talking about? What you even saying?
like
Mm.
Y'all are hilarious. Okay. So since Mon keeps talking about Roof Chris, this is making me think about date night. So let's say you're seeing somebody and she wants to go out or you want to take her out on a date. But we know with inflation and all these things, right? Eggs is $16 a carton. So things are high. Let's say you got $100. Where you gonna take her on a date? Get creative.
Back to the house. Do you want to come over? Like, I feel like it's legit. Do you want to come over? Like, hey, I can cook, or hey, I got this stuff. Hey, do you want to do brunch? Hell, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you said, stuff is high. Like, I give that's an option. Or if it's like, nah, it's too early in that, cool. Then there's like this, like here in Raleigh, there's a couple great art museums, and they free, and I'm
Okay.
game for that. We can walk around down there. Maybe stop and grab something to drink at the little shop around the corner or something like that. But yeah, we can do something like that. But we ain't gotta go. I'm the quick one to always keep some money in my pocket with that because I try to stay away from that whole I'm about to go drop a couple $100
Yeah.
for some you want to text me this week? Like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I just would rather I'm the guy to throw it out there. Like I'm Marcus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to come back to the house? No, like, okay, it's cool. Or, for a freebie. Yeah.
Okay. Mentees.
The house coming back to the house is always first because it's the more reasonable option for me. I mean, I would do like if I just got to take you out, you want to go somewhere, we can do the movies like you say, downtown, the park or something, or Mexican restaurant, somewhere where reasonable prices, So if
What
I
I'm
just got,
saying, like as far as being creative, what is there to do in Atlanta?
Oh shit.
that's a lot.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch.
We got downtown Centennial. We got. I mean, I've gone on days to Six Flags. And hell, I got the tickets off Groupon. So
Oh,
I mean, it just just all depends on what she's into.
okay.
Uh,
If she like you,
uh,
don't none of that shit matter.
Yeah.
exactly.
Nope.
I've gone downtown and we rode the scooters downtown before.
Yep.
This little
Yeah.
bird scooter. Just
What
something to do. Just something
what is scooters?
out of the norm.
What is
You said
scooters? Is that like a bar?
just no riding a scooter.
No.
Oh,
Actually, ride
riding a
the
scooter.
electric
Mhm.
or
Look, speaking of Groupon, like I did, like my man would say, I remember one of the best dates I had. Me and this girl, we hit a joint I had, and then we had a couple of little airplane bottles and went to one of those jump rooms. And
Yeah.
had one of the best nights in the world with a whole bunch of people. Just we in the jump rooms, like the big trampoline place. Had a blast. You talking about?
I bet.
I'm talking about $35 that day on airplane bottles and just us and best time. You see what I'm saying? So you can do it. It's just, but that woman was open to that idea. You know what I'm saying? There's some women who gonna be like, I don't know, because she worried about her hair falling off or something.
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
You know
This question was really meant for like guys. Like when somebody
okay.
sees this, it's like, because again, a lot of men might look at it and think, like how mom was talking about, women always want to go blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
If you only got like $100, if that's the case, if you really are gonna take her somewhere, like what are some creative options that the fellas could take a woman somewhere?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't feel like I gotta come out of my pocket. Again, some women don't really care. I mean, I don't know about the ones that
If
Mon
she
has been
like
dating, but
if she like
yeah. Yeah.
I done seen a lot of different kinds. Now, just because I done met some bad apples,
Yeah.
don't base it all off the bad apples, but them bad apples where I done learned the most, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So Mon.
one of the things I like to do is a walk in the park, especially like with the weather nice, like that's free. We can talk, get to see people and all the above, and it don't cost a thing. And then it's like if she into you, she ain't gonna mind that or coming to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So but now should she be like a little cautious? Well, like well, I don't want to come to your house. Well, we can meet at the park. That's pretty neutral,
Mhm.
and also like Deshaun said, like the museums are usually free, so
Mm-hmm.
you can go walk around, downtown. Like walking is free, simple.
Is there a lot to do in South Carolina?
Um, nah, not too much. Not in the town I live in.
What part
Okay.
you in?
Greenwood, about
Right.
45 minutes from Greenville.
Greenville. Okay. All right.
But yeah, as far as free though, yeah, like cooking out on the grill, a bonfire. I be doing stuff like that.
Okay.
And that's free.
And that can be romantic too.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it works. I'm telling you. So that's the free
Mm-hmm.
thing right
I
there.
bet it
Museum,
do.
park, bonfire. But see, I know like in the city, it might not be that easy to do some stuff like that. But
Yeah.
hey, you wherever you at, you can go walk somewhere. I bet you that.
Mm-hmm.
Take a little
Yeah,
walk, little walk and talk.
Okay. Jason.
So this a first date?
It can be if that's,
I mean, for me, if I'm just looking at like a first date, it got to be something fun. So we're talking about like going bowling, shooting pool, something like that, miniature golf. Because with me, like I feel like we need to see how our personalities match, right?
Are you
Because
competitive?
yeah, I'm competitive too, and plus that's an easy way to be like if I win this game of bowling, you gotta pay for drinks the next
Okay.
next round of drinks or something like that. Whatever the case, but I feel like if you kind of see where y'all personalities match, if it mesh, then you
Mhm.
know that all right, this is cool. We having
Yeah.
fun, we vibing with each other, whatever the case may be. So I would lean something fun that we could do because I don't mind going out on dates. Like I like going out, setting the tone. Because if we going out on a date, I feel like it's gonna be something there. You know, like I would text you for weeks to figure out if you somebody worth taking on a date. Like I ain't just gonna hit you up and meet you, you know, wherever I meet you and be like 2 days later you want to go on a date. Like I gotta feel you out first. Oh, not about we cool. Like we gonna go on a date, and I would do that. And for $100, I mean, shit, a bowling, what, like $20 here.
So
Shit.
there's a lot to do in Chicago.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a lot to do. You know, and we go, especially with the $100 on Wednesdays at the biggest bowling alley downtown is half off.
Okay.
Let's go.
And they
Let's
got
do
drinks and
it.
stuff there, don't
They
they?
got drinks, they got food. We in there, then they gonna bring the drinks and the food to where we playing bowling at. So you killing 3 birds with one stone. Bowling, drinking, and eating and vibing at the same time.
Yeah.
Now I know our bowling alley here, they got a karaoke bar. Do y'all got one there too?
No, not at the one we got, but they be having a DJ though.
Okay.
Yeah, so that I
Right
mean,
up your alley.
that's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Go up to the DJs, play this R&B song. Now we slow dancing in a bowling alley. You know what I'm saying? Like this
Must have
creative
dropped that
stuff
Drew
like that.
Hill.
Yeah,
Okay.
this creative stuff like that.
It's
But
that
I'm not
genuine
doing
right
no
there.
$200-$300 dates. Like
Yeah.
no, because like I said, when a woman like you can have $5.
Yeah, straight
She
up.
just want to be around you.
Yeah.
So when they be talking about that $300 date stuff, they don't
Yeah.
really like you like that. You
Yeah.
know, like what's important to a woman is being around you. Time.
Mm-hmm.
Time is worth more than money to a woman that like you.
Yeah.
And it's
She
just that
feeling it,
simple.
yeah.
So I ain't falling for that trap. Like I've been on no $300 dates, no Rue Chris. You gotta earn that. And that's the thing. Niggas don't be making women earn certain stuff. You
I
want
really wish I could get some
you
women
gotta
on here
earn
that
that.
y'all have
Like
dated.
they be rewarding bad behavior.
Yeah,
My
that's
God.
that's
Don't
them
reward
stimps
no bad
rewarding that
behavior.
bad
Like we ain't doing
behavior.
that. You been a good girl this month. We going now.
You get to go to Papados this week.
Yeah,
All
you get to
right.
go to Papa though. You can get cheese on that.
All right. You get supersized. It's on me.
On the real.
But
Damn.
tried to get you for your 77. That was the
Still trying to
problem.
get me for the 77. Like, what we
No.
doing?
Oh
Shoot,
my
no.
God.
Yeah. So
Okay, so speaking of dates, what is the worst date that y'all have ever been on? If you can think of it.
I think probably one of the worst ones I've been on was it was one of them like dating app ones, and she catfished me good. She didn't look nothing like what. Hold on, it was so long ago of her. It was about 100 pounds ago of her.
Okay.
So she wasn't the same person. So you can't do that. And then her personality was so trash. And then she was ordering all the like stuff that she just everything. So we was at a nice like Italian joint. And that's when I started to really learn like this ain't the way, huh? Like like this ain't so it was really bad time.
How long did you stay at the date?
Man, it was 35 minutes from the time she sat down to the time. Cause I was like, when they was you ready to order, they want to like, yep, I'm ready. Like, and she's like, oh, I need some time, but you know what? I'll just take my time, and we just like we was moving it along, like for real. But yeah, that's probably one of the worst times. You weren't who you were, terrible personality, and then you just ordering shit that you didn't even eat half the shit. Like what pissed me off is like she got a T-bone. I'll never forget this shit. This mother got a T-bone, right? Barely touched that motherfucker, right? And then my man said, "You want me to get a box?" She's like, "Nah." I said, "Shit me?
Somebody gonna eat that shit.
Somebody gonna eat this motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that fucked me up because that T-bone did come with me. I ain't gonna front. I said, "Nah, fuck that. Nah, fuck that." But that was probably the worst one I've been on.
Did she ever try to reach out after that?
Oh yeah, that was a bad move because I didn't answer. Yeah.
Oh, sis. Wow. Mantis? That was funny.
Well, one of my worst ones was somebody I had been digging for a minute, and we finally exchanged numbers and went out. And I ain't really like her personality, so that was kind of it for me. She was real uptight, real, she was real stiff with it. She wasn't nah. And then and then she wanted to get a to-go order for her daughter, but um, expected me to pay for
The hell no.
it, and felt some type of way. But the thing is, if it was a young child, I'd probably be like, okay, a little bit of heart. Her daughter was 14, and I'm like, nah, man,
No.
I'm not gonna do that. Oh well, my daughter is gonna
Nah.
understood. Being real, you ain't gotta eat either. But I'm just saying. I mean, with the way her personality was, it's like it really didn't matter either way.
Did you stay for the entire date?
Barely.
Yeah.
I mean, I was waiting on the ticket, and she pretty much knew that. I don't put my phone in my pocket, and I done pretty much put my hat on, and
You didn't warm the car up. And, all
she
right.
knew what time it was. Well, I guess this is it, pretty much. And I said that in a nice way. I gave her a hug before we departed our way.
Didn't hear from her again.
She reached out, but the conversation was very dry, very one wordish.
Mm.
All right. Mine.
um, I ain't never had nothing too bad really happen.
Okay.
But I was catfished once also. And we had met up, I think it was like Applebee's. It's been a while back. But
Mm-hmm.
as soon as like I saw him, it's like I really just started to get back in the car. But I was like, I'm just be polite and friendly, but secretly, honestly, like
This
I
ain't it.
kind of just I mean, I think she knew it too, cause like I probably like I'm one of them. You can see it on my face, kind of people. But she knew what she had did. She knew it was wrong. And then what made it even worse is just like she still like was all like kind of like I'm this and I'm that, and I'm just like I shouldn't. I just should have got back in the car for real. So that was
So
that's
she
the
looked.
worst experience I done had.
So she looked drastically different than her picture.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to take a little bit of blame because it's like when they ain't seeing nothing but the face, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like,
Okay.
and
Can't go
then
with some face shot.
but it even be some way they can twist and angle it, and it's just like, she got me.
Yeah, bro. When they got the angles of the camera up like this, that's a sign, a telltale sign, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
So
then like on top of that, I think it was like an old picture. It's like that ain't the thing to do, ladies. Don't
so she said she looked like Janet
you gotta
Jackson.
update that picture at least
She
a
said she
year
looked
and
like
a
Janet
half.
Jackson
Like
and
don't
showed up
have
looking
no
like
picture
Freddie
from
Jackson.
5 years ago up there.
nah. You can't. The max on the picture length is 1 year.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give it about a year. That sound about right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything over that, you just not doing us a service, right? You doing us a disservice. You know what I'm saying?
Or if you didn't like cut your hair like all off, but you got all your pictures with like long hair don't care. That just ain't that would just be disingenuous to me. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
that was my worst love that I can think of anyway right now.
Okay. Jason.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I had like any bad first dates or anything like that. I mean, I've had dates that I went on once and that was it, but I wouldn't consider them bad. It just what the energy just wasn't there. Like I don't feel like we connected for me to feel like let's go on another date. Because I mean, I'll go out on a date, I'll just stick it out, but it's just like halfway through, you kind of know you ain't gonna never see me again.
Right.
Like you kind you kind of know that because we're not gonna force it. If we ain't connected now, then I'm gonna feel like I'm forcing myself to
Right.
moving forward. So But I wouldn't necessarily say I had a date where somebody did some crazy stuff or anything like that. But I do know that I've had some bad first dates where I was like, I don't. Well, dates where we didn't connect. Where I was like, this is not gonna happen. Like, I'm not really feeling it. So, yeah. But nothing too crazy though.
Okay. Okay. What's a big deal breaker for you? Start with you, Deshaun.
Just for dating wise.
Yeah.
Dang. Deal breaker. Damn. What is a deal breaker? Like no, man.
You don't have any? That might be a good
No,
sign.
I do. I do. I just try. I guess try to put it like I think you just have something about yourself, like some type of drive about yourself. Something If you don't, if you just
Some
let's
goals
just
and
say,
dreams.
huh?
Some goals and dreams.
Yeah, they ain't got to be these big, hairy, audacious goals. It can be
Right.
something that's meaningful to you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be so I'm trying to be a millionaire. Who cares about all that shit? Like,
Yeah.
what's something that matters to you? Like, that something that you like, you want to get, you get up in the morning to strive to go do. I think that's nice to be around something like that because I want to be able to support your goals and ambitions too. Not just I got big, hairy, audacious goals, so I want you to have your things about you that you like, so I can be rooting for you. So if you don't, that's kind of boring. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to get up if you don't have nothing to get up for every day, that's kind of boring.
Okay. Mentees.
For me, it's compulsive lying and dishonesty.
Hmm.
So I might can take a little lie now and then, every blue moon. That's not often, but once I see that this is pretty much your thing, you kind of get off on that. I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to figure out why you keep lying?
No, I ain't got time for that. Whatever your reason was, it was good enough reason for you to lie about it and continue and try to keep it going. So I'm
That's,
gonna let you have it.
that's crazy. I mean, it's some liars out there, man. I agree.
They had it hard too, and then to look at you like, what's wrong?
Compulsive. You use the word compulsive. It be pathological too.
How you
Yeah,
look? How you talking? And we can't see you, but you got so much to say, Mon. Go ahead,
Uh,
Mom. What's your deal breaker?
um, I probably have to say just being shallow, like
Mm.
Mm.
easily influenced. I just know because you just go with whatever is around and feel right at the time, and it's like that's just it ain't for me. So I had to
Mm,
say shallow, like
okay.
materialistic, care about like them reality shows and all of that stuff, like he really action like just that kind of thing.
So if she loves watching Love and Hip Hop, that ain't for you.
Ooh, no. I'm sorry.
No, it's not for me. Ain't
Oh,
nothing wrong with it. I ain't got nothing against it, but it ain't for me.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason.
Um, Poor communication. Um, I think a lot of times, you deal with people that kind of had this, like they constantly be misunderstanding what you're trying to say.
Uh-huh.
Um, they have an unwillingness to express this. I actually just blocked a chick, and normally I don't do this, but it's like if I tell you if I communicate not to do something and you just do it, I'm just like I don't want to deal with you. Like so this thing where women they'll kind of stonewall you, right?
Uh-huh.
Where you will kind of express how you feel about something, what you think about something, and then they'll just shut down and not say nothing for a stretch of time. It could be like a day or two. And I'm just like we too old for that. Like, why are you shutting down or refusing to engage in a healthy conversation about
Ooh,
something?
yeah.
Never nothing personal. It's just like this is how I feel about something that I see that you're doing. And like poor communication is a no. Like
Yeah.
we can't do that because I've been in relationships where we want to keep the peace.
Yeah.
And you do that for years, and then when it get towards the end, then that's when everything come to a head. And I don't want to do that. So, it's poor communication and disrespect. And
Yeah.
like for me, and respect is right there next to it. It's respect,
Yeah.
like, and love. Like I want respect over everything. In
Yeah.
the moment that a woman disrespects you, you gotta go, and you can't
Yeah.
look back. You can't look back. You can't, because I don't. Like I said, I don't feel like women disrespect men that they really care about. They don't. They're
I
it's,
agree.
they walk on eggshells for men that they respect.
So let me ask you something. You just said about the disrespect. I know somebody who was going through something, and as men, I want y'all to like give me your honest opinion. How do you feel when a woman is talking to you and she's cussing at you?
And that's a no. That's a deal breaker. Like that mean you can't communicate the way that we need to communicate as a mature adult.
Yeah.
Like we should be able to sit down and talk. We don't have to agree. I say we don't have to agree at
Yeah.
all. But the minute you start cursing, using, like, if you use the
Like
B
if she's
word,
calling, no, if she calls you a stupid MF or like,
oh no, like at that point, we don't have nothing else to talk about. Like,
Yeah.
and that'd be the problem. Men be allowing women to do this, and then they'll go to the next dude thinking it's cool. Like, man, we gotta have some self-respect. We gotta just be like, you know what, you got it. Get your shit and you go. But dudes be trying to hold on to that pussy that they let them talk any old way to them. And it's too many women out here that's willing and ready to do whatever for you to just let some chick disrespect you and call you stupid. Man, please.
Yeah.
Like,
Deshaun.
Oh no, mom about to say something. Go ahead, mom.
No, just go ahead. You go ahead, bro.
Okay, my man, he hit it right on. I would have, because it is like a. I will say it depends on how you say it, how you talk and cussing. Because I mean, I cuss how I talk. I may not say something derogatory right towards you, like call you a stupid MF or something like that. But I might be like, like, man, like, what the fuck was going on? Da, 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 da. So I may be like, oh, this, like, da da da. I may not. It's how it's
No, but
you.
if she's yelling at you and she's like, "You are such a stupid,"
Oh yeah, that's
MF.
not gonna work. Yeah, I mean that. I mean, obviously that's not gonna work.
it's one thing to be cursing, but cursing
Yeah,
at you.
yeah,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Cursing
like
at
I'm
you.
just, she like, I'm tired of this shit versus,
yeah,
like, you a shithead. Like, that's a different.
calling
yeah. Big
calling
Yeah,
you a
difference.
bitch ass like
Oh well,
yeah,
that
yeah.
won't
Like,
happen.
it's a
Right.
difference. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't
if it's
curse.
going to that point, because there's no even one. You start letting shit like that slide, like you said, you're gonna get walked over the rest of your time. So
yeah.
that won't work. Not for me. I'm good. And it's funny because I got two homeboys, and I ain't gonna put them out there, but they married. They've been dealing with that. They wife, it's that total disrespect to them, and they deal with it. And I'm like, instead of just being like, brother, it's not that bad on the other side. But you're just gonna have to deal with just being alone, and they can't get. They rather deal with that than to go be alone and start over. And I just be like, nah. But for me, no, I can't. I won't.
Have they
I'll
been
stop
married?
there.
Have they been married a long time?
Yeah, like 17 plus years type shit. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
still don't get that though. I had a conversation with somebody again, same situation, and it's a guy, and it's just like, I don't care how long you've been married. You're just not gonna talk to me like that.
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah. Like
And I
I'm
can't see me talking to anybody like that. Like, because if you make me that mad, I don't even want to be with you.
yeah.
So anyway, all right, Mantis.
No, I agree. I mean, it all depends on the level of cussing that we're talking about. I'm not gonna let you cuss me disrespectfully, though. But because I mean, curse words are very well in my vocabulary. But you know, certain ones I try to refrain from using. So it's like, if I'm not disrespecting you with my verbiage, I'm not gonna allow you to.
Right. Okay. Mon.
I think if at any point with
I
a
don't know where this is
man
gonna go.
or a woman, if you communicate like that, because even if I'm like ready to rage out, like that still ain't how I'm gonna be talking and communicating. Men definitely not gonna talk to each other like that. So it's just like you ain't even gotta. It's like you gotta go after that, like, cause that you don't respect me if you do like that. Like, if I fall out with somebody and we get to like that, like that's just too much. That's it. Cause I just nobody finna talk to me like that. Like,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't talk to nobody like that. Like, and could be that mad, but if like, no, have
Okay.
some choice words myself, So
Understand.
I ain't trying to do that with nobody. So
Yeah.
that'd be like oh no, you got to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you know how to take accountability, Deshaun?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Now that accountability is not the problem for me. I'm able to look in the mirror and be like, where I know I may have fallen short. Like even going back to the thing about where I've fallen short on, I may have stepped out of line and said something during an argument that I probably should, like, you talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was that. Taking accountability, like that was not necessary. Knowing that, but I know one thing that does irritate the hell out of me, because that's like that I ain't gonna say all women, but a lot of women that I've encountered are not really good at accountability or apologizing.
Hell no, they ain't. That's 98% of them, man. They know how to redirect some shit and make you feel it's like let's stay focused here. This is about you. And they start bringing us some shit you did, man. You ain't lying.
Yeah,
Got
like
PTSD.
yeah, that's real. I mean, you ask most men that actually, and it's a known fact. You probably know women like they will
There was
die.
a follow-up question to this question, and Jason just damn
But
it.
hey,
Okay.
because that
Oh,
shit's
my
for the
bad.
nerve, because we all dealt with it. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to ask because I want all of y'all to answer this. So that's why I was waiting on your answer, because I knew one of y'all was going to interject. Would your ex agree with you?
About
About accountability.
Yes.
I believe so. I believe so.
My
I believe
Okay.
so.
thing,
Like I'm able to
would.
have conversation with women I've dated or exes. Like, yeah, like they may be like he's an asshole, but he's
Okay.
accountable, he's responsible, he's all those things, but he's a
Mm-hmm.
dick at the same time. Yeah.
What about you makes you a dick that they would say that?
Just how I can be nonchalant about stuff, or just like not
Mm-hmm.
really care, like or be like, it's I could, because once if I put myself into something, I give. If I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's not being reciprocated, after a while, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, I'm fucking, and once I turn that off, then all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. Because when I turn it off, it's off. That shit ain't coming back on. And that, I think that is kind of where that has come from right there. And it's really, or just being very just direct. And it's like I can be direct with a smile, like, well, I mean you're being pretty fucking shitty right now, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, they don't like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it just depends on that person. So I can be that, I can be sarcastic, and they don't like that, but I don't mind telling you. I can tell you. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll be sarcastic, but I'm telling you, like, you're like, oh, yeah, that's a great fucking idea. Let me just do some stupid shit today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, that was dumb. You know what I mean? If I deem it to be stupid. So, what any woman I've dated before would be like, I feel confident in saying, they would say like, he's a great guy. He can be an asshole, but if he's gonna say he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it, and he's accountable.
Okay. Because all of y'all are sarcastic. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta get out of here. I got a 7 o'clock meet.
Okay. So go ahead and answer for me real quick if you can.
About accountability.
Yes.
Yeah, so I like to think of myself as accountable. So even my last two exes, I told them like I take full accountability for why our relationship ended, because it was more so me not being emotionally intelligent. It was more so me having poor communication skills, because it would be a problem. I'd just be like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
honestly, like that's how I
That's honest.
yeah, like that's how I started going to therapy, because I mean I love being in relationships. So
Come on, black man.
I figured like I was honest enough with myself to know that I was the problem, right? So that's why communication is big, because when I started going, I was like, I need to figure out my communication. And I know I can't have a sustainable relationship if I don't know how to communicate. So that was that. I look at being self aware and holding yourself accountable is how you able to grow. So yeah, like I would like to think that I'm very accountable. I ain't perfect, but you know how that go.
Clearly, yeah. But go ahead. Thank you so much for joining us, Jason.
All
I
right, y'all, man.
appreciate it.
Y'all be good, man. It was
All
good.
right, brother.
Talk
See
to
you,
y'all.
man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye. Who was next? Was it Mentees? Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I'll go next. Yeah. I don't have a problem with accountability. I don't think my exes would say that I do or did because I'm quick to look in the mirror and point a finger myself, or at least try to find out, what did I do wrong, or what could I have done to make things different, or make things better, or to keep them going down this path or whatever. So no, I don't think that's probably it.
Okay. Mine.
Um, I think I'm pretty accountable because I don't I don't have any regrets about any that I have dealt with, even when it have been turned out not so good. Because like I can look and say, well, like I did do this, and like I did go for that, or it's like uh, a whole bunch of things that like I could do better and wouldn't do next time and all that stuff. And I think if you went and asked mine, they would tell you like, yeah, like, cause ain't can't none of them call me a liar. So it's like if I was saying something, I was just telling the truth, and it's like I think they would say they would admit it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I take it. I don't have
Okay.
no regrets.
You don't have no regrets? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 We just got a few more and then I'm gonna get to the little this or that round and then we're gonna finish. Um, do you believe in traditional roles?
No,
Does-
no. I think not, especially if we're in an age where we believe that women are able to, or we're able to do more. I come up from a family raised where I was raised by women. There was no dads around and stuff like that. So my mom, my grandma, those are the people that did all the things. You know what I'm saying? Um, I do. That's for me. I wouldn't want a woman. I don't care how well I'm doing. I just don't want a stay at home woman.
Mm,
Idle mind, idle time. That just don't. You need to go and do something. I don't give a damn how much money I'm making. You need to be going to go do something. You can't just be at the house all day.
okay.
Yeah, so I do believe you can go out there, and because like I can cook, so it doesn't mean just you had to be at home cooking all day. I can cook. I would provide like I like hell. Let's cook together. You know what I'm saying? Or I can help with kids. A lot of us we're the most this group of millennials are the most active parents. Dads are
Yep.
the most active dads ever in the millennial in this age group. So it's like we're in there. So it's like there's no need to be that whole traditional for me anyway. I would say so. So I know.
Mhm. Okay. Do you want more kids?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Mantis.
No, I don't agree with the traditional roles, but I do want and you must have traditional values and morals. Not saying that everything has to be the straight and narrow like my great grandfather and great grandmother, but at the same time, it's like you got to at least instill have those some of those values instilled in.
What are those values for you?
Man, like he
Something
said,
that's important to you.
getting, most important, get out and get a job. I mean, I don't want no. That's just me. I'm sorry. I mean, don't get me. And I've told women before, you want to stay at home job, stay at home. That's fine. But by the time you finish doing all this shit I got on the list, you don't want to go get a job.
Yeah.
I mean, like I grew up with my mom working. I grew up with seeing women go out and work. Not saying that it's a must, but hey, two is always better than one.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So help me
Mm.
to help you.
Yep.
Okay. Do you, I know you're a parent as well. Do you want any more kids?
maybe one, maybe, and that's a real light maybe. That ain't strong.
Like that strong
Strong, strong.
25.
If not, I'm perfectly fine.
Okay. Mine.
Um, I'm gonna have to say some of them, and uh, cause it's like it's certain things that I just would prefer she do, and like she probably want to do, like decorating if it's some kind of event or something going on. Like I'm cool letting her do that. But it's like I also like to cook, so it's like I ain't expecting nobody to go and like be in the kitchen, and it's like I'm not a slob, so like I ain't gonna be expecting her to just be doing all the cleaning or no shit like that. But like if I had a girl, like I would want her to have lady talks with her, stuff like that. So it's like I I call that kind of stuff traditional. So it's like for some stuff, yeah, but for some stuff, it's just we not in a day and age. Like I think two is better than one. Like
Yeah.
too much idle time at home is that's this day and age.
Nah.
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 Okay. All right. Do you think that you are healed enough to be in love?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think if anything, because y'all you can get scars from everything, but they're lessons though, right? You just look back at them and yeah, there's nothing I don't feel. I've learned a lot from past relationships, even that they didn't go as well as the plan and stuff like that. It's fun. Like, a man was saying, it's like, God put us here for a reason. We met for a reason. You probably, even though it didn't go well with you and I, you probably helped me become a better person in a sense that I wasn't even thinking about before.
Yeah.
And I learned that from with being with you, and it helps me now with this next person. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm just way more open. I'm probably way more patient. Hell, so no, yeah, I'm just
And you're welcome.
yeah, no, and that's
That's
why I said I can talk to exes because I don't badmouth them afterwards because it's like I
good.
learned a lot from that
That's good.
relationship. We didn't work out, but we learned. I learned a lot. Let's move.
That's good. Mentees,
Run that question back for me one more time.
do you think that you're healed enough to love?
Uh, yes. Overall, I would say yes because I'm not big to jump into relationships. I'm not gonna sit and say that there aren't any bridged situationships here and there, but I'm not big to jump into relationships. Um, and when I do get into one, I don't I don't bring my past into this one because to
Hmm.
me it's like you got a clean slate. You didn't do it. So I would say yeah.
Okay. Mine.
Um, I would say yeah for me too. Um, I ain't mad at nothing from the past. Like, Deshaun said, it definitely when you look at it, because I ain't know this was a thing, but like I be thinking everybody that I run into also run into me, like, and it's a reason, for it. Like, but yeah, cause I still want like, one good one, and it ain't nothing in the past that like make me not want that, like I still just it just wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? So the search continues.
Yeah.
But you're open.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, how can a woman show you that she appreciates you, Deshaun?
you know, ooh, I'm gonna have to come. That's funny. I had that. My girl asked me that question because it was on from my because it was this little dating this like app for trying to open for communication, and I'm gonna tell you like I didn't have an answer for that.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna let my man go because I'm just like I
Okay.
really didn't have an answer for that. Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Um,
Mentees.
for me, it's one of those things like I consider myself a pretty busy person, so I'm divided up here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, to meet someone who can help take some of the weight off my shoulders, is very appreciated on my end. So, with her showing, that she's willing to take on some of my duties, not necessarily duties, but just if I'm working 10, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, I don't want to have to come home and cook every day. Look out for me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, just little stuff. Hey, me and the
Right.
girls grab food after work. You want something? Just something simple. And, of course, I'm gonna return the favor as well. But just kind of help take some of the load off my shoulders. And I'm willing to, like I say, do the same. So
Oh, so she can get Captain D's, huh?
no. We go a little bit better than that. We go better
Okay.
than Captain. We can do, mom and pop around the corner. That's better than Captain.
There you go.
Mon.
You asked, what's something a woman can do that show
Appreciation to you. Like, how can she show you that she appreciates you?
changed behavior,
Hmm.
honesty. I'm gonna say honesty though, because like if you can, you know, give me that, like you ain't gonna try to sugarcoat or something if I need to know or something going on, or something I ask. If you can be honest, then to me it's like you really you not willing to risk the lie, which means you trying to at least have some good intention. Like I
I
don't know.
love that.
But if you can be honest, like I mean the raw honesty, like, you know, just that would be one way, I'd say. Just
Well,
being
you saying you want honesty, you actually feel like you can accept honesty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm the type that can, cause like I really appreciate like honesty and loyalty. Like, cause I like to be that way. So
Do it shock you when women actually are honest? Like, do you feel like, okay, before you answer, so based on the stuff that you said earlier, do you feel like you can trust when women are honest with you?
well, sometimes and about some things, that's just how it be. And so
Oh,
I just be like, if you been living a way where you gotta lie or wanna lie, I don't need you. Like
I mean, if they
I
say, I'm
I'm
telling
not
the truth,
doing that. So it's like, why would I go for that?
you usually go into, I guess this is a question for all of y'all then. Like, you usually go into it with complete trust with people, or like how do you go about that when it comes to trust?
Trust
Yeah.
is earned,
Mm-hmm.
and to me, with me, you start off with respect, but you gotta earn the trust though.
Okay, Deshaun.
No, yeah, I think I'm with him. You do got to earn that. I respect everybody kind of coming off because like just you're regular, you're a person, you deserve a certain level of respect. But you gotta but I do trust I do trust people to be themselves, right? That's what, like X said that, right? This person
Mm-hmm.
be
Because a snake
themselves.
can be a snake, yeah.
Yeah, man, snake gonna be a snake. This gonna be this. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be surprised. I think it's just if you're maintaining yourself in the present, you won't be surprised by shit that's kind of coming down. Just be where you at. Just be where your feet at. That way, if somebody shows you something, you expected them to be that, and it's cool. That way, you're not hurt by it, nothing like that. You just being like, this is it. This is what you're dealing with right now. So the older I've gotten, I've been able to do a lot better with being where my feet are at. In that way, when people kind of even if they give me something that I may not agree with, it's not like, oh, I always knew. It's just really like, well, this is just what this has been placed in front of me right now. So this is what it is. So that's how I can look at that person going forward. Because now this is what you've given me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mancy's.
Yeah, I can trust to a certain extent, but don't make me lose the trust. I'm gonna trust you until you give me a reason not to trust
Mm-hmm.
you. And for me, that's one of my, I can say I feel like one of my downfalls because, like I say, I go in with a clean slate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And once you show me that I can't trust you or you're not honest, it's like, okay, things are totally different with me, completely different.
Yeah.
Like Jason said, once I cut it off, I cut it off. It's not gonna
Yeah.
be.
It's over.
But
Ain't
I
no more
trust
water.
you. Reason to not to trust you.
It's over.
Okay. Deshaun, did you ever come up with an answer for the appreciation or no?
I did. It's funny because I haven't been able to answer because it's just I guess I never really put a lot of thought into that. I just I no, I really
Okay.
don't. No.
Okay. So I'm gonna just do this one as the last one and then I'm gonna get into the this or that. Um, do you know what your love language is?
I think I had to do it with the girl because she got me on that. I think was it like is touch one of
So
them or is
yeah,
what?
so the love languages are physical touch,
Uh-huh.
receiving gifts, words of affirmation, acts of service, and quality time.
So I think I think I was a mixture of physical touch and then quality time or something like that. I think it was like more physical touch than I think those were the two or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Where did you land earlier? Were you the 20%, 25%?
I was a 35% kind of guy. I was kind
Good
of
Lord,
like,
have
yeah. I was like, we're talking about, it's like 35%, man. It's hey, you know what I mean? Nothing else is big. It's like, nothing else is bigger than that.
okay. All right. Mantis,
Um, I really don't know. Being honest, I really don't know because it's
you need me to repeat them?
no. I remember, but I'm
Okay.
saying as far as the love language, it's a bit of physical touch. It's a bit of the affirmation. I mean,
A bit of everything.
I need all that together. I need
Okay.
all that. I need all.
Okay. Mon,
Why you say my man name like that though? We always kind of you be my bad, man. I feel like she just say it
that's no,
like
he's my cousin.
okay. I'm about to say how you be coming for him. I mean, don't be
That's
coming
my
for
little
him like.
cousin. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
but can you say them one more time?
So the five love languages is physical touch, receiving gifts, words of affirmation, acts of service, and quality time.
I mean, I have to take a test to know, but out of those
Well,
that
no. Just what's most important to you.
say acts of service
Hmm.
and physical touch, like
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I say.
I'm interested in like what the response is going to be after this when the women that know y'all see this. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. All right, so and not just because of the love language thing, just in general, the conversation. Like I'm really interested in this. All right, so this is gonna be like a little lightning round. So this or that, and it's just really quick.
Okay.
All right, and again, like how we've been starting, just down the line.
Uh-huh.
All right, 90s or 2000s era,
Oh, 90s.
Mantis.
90s for me.
90s
Okay, sweet or savory grits.
Savory.
savory.
I'm gonna need a little sugar in mine.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Sweet.
Nasty. Nasty.
On my rice too. Sweet, please.
I do like sweet rice. I mean, I did grow up like that, but I don't do it like that no more. I just you make me anyway. Concerts or comedy shows.
I don't
Comedy
like either
show.
one of them. Yeah.
Comedy show. Comedy show.
I'll take a comedy show if I had to choose one. Yeah.
Okay. What's the last comedy show you went to, Deshaun?
Ooh, Aries Spears came to the little. It's like a little laugh factory. Something we got out here. Aries Spears came out. He did a really good job. Yeah, it was funny. It was good.
Okay, Mantis.
My last one was 85 South Show.
I want to see them. Okay. Mine.
It's been so long, I couldn't even tell you who who it was because it's
Okay.
been a couple years. Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Okay. Spin the block or keep driving.
Spin the block.
Okay. Mantis.
Depending on the situation, I might keep driving. Some of these blocks I tell you, nah, it ain't worse. But So if I had to choose, honestly, I'd probably keep driving because I mean, if I don't deal with you no more, it's a reason.
Okay.
So if you have,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
so we just
Mine.
This is a tough one, but I'm gonna probably say spin the block.
I figured you was a spin the block. I
Yeah,
really
man.
did.
It's just that one more time. You know what I mean? It's just
But there
Mhm.
are those keep drivings out there.
yeah.
Like, you know,
Okay. Okay.
I'm pretty cool with most of my, you know, past.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Okay. Attend a football game or a basketball game.
Basketball.
Okay. Mentees.
basketball for me as well.
Okay. Mine.
football.
What's y'all's teams?
I don't really have one anymore. I'm just like a more of a like a fan of just the players. So just all the players is getting old in basketball now. Yeah, LeBron James, you Kevin Durant, your Steph Curry. I'm just a fan of the players more than likely now. Yeah.
Okay. You got a team, Mentees?
Not really. I used to like the Lakers a lot, but no,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Okay. Mine, you got a team?
Uh not really. But I think I might like college football more
I was
than
about to say, y'all big on Clemson out there, ain't you?
yep, Clemson and Carolina.
Oh,
Mm,
College games to me, they have more talent. You know what I'm saying? They have more drive.
yeah. My
mm,
brother played and we used to go to all his games.
mm.
I miss that. The tailgate and all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
that's why I say like football, like yeah, cause
That's what I heard. I ain't never been to one to tailgate, but I heard it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he played for TSU and he played for some years. That was the first time I'd ever went to I don't know what it's called. It's the Memphis, the Classic or something or other.
Mm.
The
Just
Mississippi Jackson State.
I guess I don't know. He
Never
played
had it.
football, so like just being able to go. I ain't really been anywhere, so like even though I live in Tennessee and Memphis is not that far from us, like when we went, it was it was an experience, but it was so fun and just seeing all the black people and just the music and everything, and they had so much barbecue and gold teeth everywhere. I was in love. I was just so happy. So I love gold teeth. Like y'all just do not understand. Yeah. Okay. What's a trend that you would like to see end?
Damn.
Deshaun.
Oh, I don't. Let me think on that.
Okay.
Let me yeah.
Okay.
For
Because there's a
me,
lot of them.
I'm
Yeah.
finna say for me, the lashes, let them
oh
go.
my god, hey, that's what I
Oh
was about to
shit!
say.
Get him out of here.
This
Get
little
him.
thing, whatever this baby hair thing is,
That's
let it
what I
Get
go.
him
was
Well,
out.
now that
saying.
I'm with you
Lashes.
on that.
Between the little nose and the ring, let it go.
The
And
what?
Yeah.
the little piercing between
The
Oh,
bull
was it
ring.
the septum or
the little
something?
bull
Okay.
ring thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
you're right. Yeah, baby hair and lashes. Get him out of here. Patch them
yeah,
shits up.
get,
I wasn't
let
even
it.
talking about for women. I just meant in
Oh,
general.
that's
Oh,
still
my bad.
my bad.
But
Well,
if
we
that's
Bring it
what
up
was,
retrace that
Hey, but
anyway.
that's
question.
funny though. I was thinking about them lashes too. Like that's the first thing came to my mind. Them fake
oh
lashes,
my
like
god.
the horseshoe broom shit,
Man,
boys.
Whew,
long out there, real long.
whew.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
My,
I can see without that.
Yeah,
my
I
cousin
can
gonna be
rock
mad
with
about that. Okay. Not you, mine.
Nah, it's all right. Either way, it's all
No. I'm talking about my girl cousin. Okay. What are three things that make a woman beautiful to you?
Oh man, her like a sense of humor, a good like honestly like a corny sense of humor in a sense. I don't know what it is about corny jokes from certain women out there do like that. Being just when you can dress down, no makeup and stuff like that. That's beauty at its finest to me, and just having and just some brains, just have some good sense about you. You know what I'm saying? Those are the three things that stand out for me.
Okay. Manti?
For me, the way she carries herself, the way treats and take care of her children. Um, and just the whole everyday reality thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, to know that you got problems and situations just like I do, and you can handle them like an adult. You know,
Mm,
is a turn on for me. You know, so
okay. Mine.
Um, take care of herself, like, you know, healthy inside and out, like, emotionally, uh, spiritually, like, um, not ran through.
There you go. God.
That
it
that make
matters.
me feel beautiful, you
That's
The
know.
next
deep.
time I
I
see
mean,
you,
it's
I swear.
okay, like, you know what I'm saying. I ain't trying to score perfect or nothing, but like whatever ran through means to you.
Yeah, right.
But and I'm gonna have like I'm gonna say flexible, like with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what? I just want to take a time out real quick, and I'm just wondering, does Faraji act like you too?
no, he a lot more player than me.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like, bro got it. I missed time. He got it though.
Baby, because when I see you, oh my gosh, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. That you
But
are tickling me.
those was my that was
Yeah.
my three things that would make her pretty beautiful. To me.
Oh, wow. Okay. Road trip or plane
And we
ride?
don't judge, right?
I'm not
Don't judge.
judging.
Don't
Listen.
judge.
We listen, and we absolutely don't judge.
Don't
Okay,
judge. Don't
What
judge.
I'm
we
talking
don't.
about.
We don't. Plane ride or road trip?
It's plane ride.
Okay. So you
I'm gonna
just,
stay on the plane all day. Get me there
Yeah.
fast. Get there
I
quick.
mean, that's what you used to doing anyway. So I would imagine you wouldn't want to be in no car.
Yeah, we ain't got to be in the car too long. Anything over
Fine.
4 hours, we got to fly.
Yeah. Now that's my motto now. Anything over five, I'm
Yeah, we got to fly.
not.
Okay, mine.
I have to say road trip.
Mm.
I think road trip is probably the same thing for me, just for like thinking in general with us because we come from the country like that and we so used to driving.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we go visit family, like our family, especially like if we got to go to McCormick or something, like y'all are so used to being like that drive is forever, And when I come from Tennessee to Atlanta, it don't seem like it's a long drive, but it's just nothing but scenery,
Yeah.
So it do feel like it takes forever, um, but I like a road trip, and I haven't been too many places where I had to get on a plane, so I guess that's why. Okay, wow. What's your favorite hairstyle on a black woman?
I love what a lot of black women are doing with the natural hair, like the bigger like natural hair, or like between that or like the short, like the old school Nia Long. Remember back in the day, Halle Berry short hair. It's those two. The big what's my girlfriends? Tracy Ellis
Jill
Ross.
Scott. Oh, not Jill Scott. Yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah, so the big
Big
hair
curly
like that
afro.
or short, like yeah, it's like those two of those like that. Ooh, man. Don't be chocolate on top of that. You're gonna take my heart. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh,
yeah,
what's your girl's hair look like?
got the fro.
Okay, I
not
love
fro, but
it.
it's
Yeah,
natural. Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Okay, Mentees.
I prefer braids or the natural kind of like sponge type thing, kind of low,
Mm,
Okay,
but sponge fadey thing or whatever.
oh, that's nice too. Yeah.
okay. Mine.
Um, kind of the same thing that Deshaun described. Uh, I like those, and braids can be, I mean, it's a million different ways you can have them, but
Mm.
I don't like weave, but I do be liking the braids sometimes.
Right.
Yeah,
It be looking good.
Yeah.
you are truly your uncle's nephew. Cause my dad did not staying weave. Okay. Where do you hope to see yourself in 10 years?
Man, 10 years be just comfortable, watching my son thrive, and just hopefully just with somebody that we are just in that old love, like just nice. So yeah, I think that's gonna happen. It's gonna be very comfortable financially, have that love, and my son thriving. I think I'm just gonna have all that.
I love that. How old is he now?
He's 14. Oh, 14 in August. So he's 13. Yeah.
He is
I don't
not.
know, like growing like a weed, boy. Oh yeah, and let me just back. So my man made his he made his school soccer team last week, y'all. So
Go
hell yeah.
ahead.
So yeah,
Yes.
real excited
Go
about
ahead,
that. So
baby.
yeah, so super stoked about that shit. So yeah, so yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know why. I always be feeling like they are still like 9 years old.
Nah, no more.
14. He got
14.
facial hair now.
Nah, he like he keeps myself. My dad, do you see anything yet? And I'm like, nah, buddy, it ain't. Not yet. It's coming though. It's coming. Give it some time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
So,
God. And he is so handsome too. He just
nah.
tickles me. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Okay. Mantis, where do you hope to see yourself in 10 years?
For me, just settle down a lot more. Um, I don't want to say build a family because at my age, honestly, it's a little bit. Settle down, happy, and definitely, more stationary.
Yeah.
And when you say settle down, do you mean married by then or
Yes,
just settle down?
absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Married. I mean, if the kids come along, they do because I mean, like I say, around my age, they either don't want no more or
Yeah.
can't have no more. Which either way, I'm fine.
Yeah.
As long as you get that 25%. Got it.
There you go.
There
Got
you
it.
go.
That
Mom.
hey, we bump that up to even 35 or 50.
Hey, let's go and take it up.
Might as well.
So when you're 10 years older, is it still gonna be that important to y'all?
I mean,
Maybe.
I'm hoping it is.
Right. If the plumbing and everything's still working the same way, shit, I
The
wouldn't.
plumbing.
It's
Keep going,
nature.
right?
It's
The
nature.
plumbing.
Some
I
type of
get that.
foreplay or something walking around the house. I mean, hey,
um,
I want my kids to be like, ew, every now and then.
yeah, man.
Okay. Okay, mine.
In 10 years, I see myself
How old are you gonna be in 10 years?
43.
Okay.
Um, a l- with a little bit more than what I have now in like every way. I think I'll be then actualized a few other things. I mean goals and stuff that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just a better version of now,
There you
and
go.
like that's where I see myself in 10 years.
All
Okay.
right.
A little more
Do you
money, you know.
do you want any kids, mine?
Yeah, but I want them when I want them.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking like, do I though? I think I think I do, but
Okay.
just not right now, you know.
Yeah.
But in 10
There's
years,
no absolutely
10
no
years is a
rush.
long time.
It is a long time. And then men be making babies and today, like in they what? Al Pacino, is it Al Pacino that had a baby when he was 80 something?
Yeah. But the woman was super. She's
Yes.
like in her 20s though. She knew what she was doing. She
Yeah.
tried to get
That's what
paper.
I'm
Like,
saying. Y'all be fertile and shooting dust and still out here making babies. And hey, it's possible. Ain't nobody saying
mhm.
you gotta rush to have them babies in the next 10 years.
Nope.
Take your time and get to know people. Again, which is why I was saying get to know them. Don't be rushing into having sex. 'Cause I'm telling you, you end up with something you can't get rid of, like a baby mama.
Mm. I got one of those.
Right. All right. Now, the last question. Finish this sentence. I can't wait to.
For me, I can say it off top, get married.
Oh, okay.
Really?
I want to be a husband, but I'm not gonna be able to deal with a lot of bullshit. See, that's the thing. I want to be one, but I don't know if I'm really ready for all the steps that it takes to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like as men, as humans, we deal with so much already. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll keep going through the same thing. And it's like they say, you gotta go through things to, don't nothing come fast but a crash. Understood, but I'll take my little banging up every now and then just to, at least get to where I feel like I should be.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm expecting it to be perfect, but
I
I'm
wanna
just
ask more into that. I want to get everybody's answers, but like, how long have you like figured that you were ready for that, or at least thought that I can be a husband? Because not a lot of men talk like that. That's why I'm wanting to know.
uh for me, I'm gonna say about the past. I'm gonna say about 5 to 6 years,
Hmm.
at least 5.
So after your son was born.
Yeah, and I say that because after he was born, so let's just say that after he was born, I looked at things different. I kind of view things a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm more into more delving into my ways, and it's more of the what I saw growing up. My uncles, my granddad, my different things like that. The different men in my life who have been married, and some who haven't. So the past 5 years, I really kind of at that point where this is where I want to be. That's what I want to do.
And you think you can be a good husband?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No.
That might be a headache, but yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, who ain't? So
Right, right, right. Yeah.
that's
um,
dope.
you gotta be willing
I,
to
I
fight.
hope you get it.
You gotta be willing to fight for it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love to see a black man fighting to actually love on somebody and want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
okay. Deshaun, I can't
Well,
wait to.
I can't see how uh my current business journey unfolds.
Mm,
Is I'm still early in this, like about coming up on my 3 year mark, and it's been interesting because I had a how your phone it'll go back and show you pictures from certain dates or whatever it was like,
yeah.
and I got a picture that came up recently from like it was like late February and it was from 2020, and I remember it was when I had went to this conference to want to get into this business, and I was like, and I remember thinking to myself, I got how the fuck am I gonna get into this business? How the hell this is like the hardest thing ever. And then
Mhm.
fast forward 5 years, like, oh shit, I'm in it. But it's like I'm getting my ass kicked, but I'm in it, right?
It's
So
rewarding.
it's a big challenge. It has some rewards, but I'm in
Mhm.
that challenging phase. I mean, like
Yeah.
how you hear about all the businesses early in the days, it's like it's the lean years, and I'm still damn sure in them lean years right now. So it's like, but I just can't wait. I have the utmost confidence it's gonna get to where I want to get, but it's like I can't wait to get there. I just to be able to. I know how I am. I'm not gonna put my feet up and be like, oh, I'm there, because I don't know what there is, but
Mm,
I can't wait for the next 5 years. How about that?
I love that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys are so inspiring. This is so sweet. Okay, Mon, I can't wait to.
I can't wait to uh, get some of the ideas and things that I want to do uh more tangible, like out of my head and more into the to the real world. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that.
it's it's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till I do it though.
That's
Yeah.
it. Do it. Just start. Just do it, brother. You got it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just start. Just if anything I've learned and watching people that are way better than me at anything, it's just like start. Whatever the fuck that looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Be the part right there.
Hmm.
Said that be the hard part.
It do. It do. It do. It do. It
Cause I
really
be
do.
having 1,000 excuses for a lot of things. Cause I ain't trying to miscalculate too much, but just got to start somewhere,
That's
right?
it. That's it. That's it. Just start. That's it. Everything else, you because I promise you this from what I've learned on my little journey here is even when you think you got all the answers to start, you realize real fucking quick you don't have none of
I'm
them. So,
telling you. But when you start to do some work, mine again, like, cause I'm really, really big on like talking to God about everything, like keeping him involved in everything that I do. I do know for a fact when you start making some type of progress, like just moving, he will
yeah,
start moving things out of the way for you. So where
yeah,
it don't seem like nothing's moving for you,
yeah.
it because it'll out for me a lot of different stuff was happening when I tried to do catering and stuff at first, and
Mhm.
but it the clients showed up after a while. Like there's just stuff that always seemed like people gatekeep or like, oh, don't nobody want
Mhm.
to give you information and you got to learn
Mhm.
the hard way, and it feels
Oh, that that
unfair.
that is how I be feeling. Like
Yeah, because they do it. They really
stuff
do. They
like
do
that.
it
Yeah,
because they think that if you get some clients or you get customers, it's gonna
Mhm.
take away from me. But what God got for you is for you.
That's it.
So you just gotta believe in your gift and in yourself and just do it and don't work like block out all the noise. You got that. Whatever it is that he put inside of you is gonna flourish,
Yeah,
period.
it is.
And that go
It
for all
is.
of y'all. Like that's I absolutely believe that. So and
Yeah,
then the main thing I want to say also with that, do not make decisions out of survival or struggle because you're gonna make the wrong decision. It's just part of life. That's where you gonna mess up. Thinking that I gotta have this, I gotta do because like Deshaun was saying, you're gonna mess up.
you're
It's
gonna mess
it's
up.
it's just a part of it.
It's
But
inevitable.
yeah, just don't think that I gotta have the latest this, I gotta have the latest that, or whatever.
Mhm.
Just get started.
That's it.
Whatever. Make it work with what you got. Gotta
Yeah.
figure out the rest for you. I promise.
Yeah, and then don't be. I'll say too is when you start getting when you do start and you start getting hit with them haymakers, because it's gonna happen too.
Keep going.
That yeah, that's what the ones you got to keep going. I look at it like this, man. I always look at it like I think of it as walking through like and it's for me like walking through one of those like where the trains go through the tunnels,
Tunnel.
dark
I was
tunnels.
gonna say a wind tunnel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tunnel something like that, and it's like somebody just told we hear all these stories about through this tunnel. You can see down there that it's a lot of shit going, but you start walking down the tunnel, you realize it's a lot longer to get down there to all that good shit than I thought. But then as you start going, you start to pick up little jewels along the way, and it's
Yep.
like, yeah. But during that time, you may not see that vision no more, but that doesn't mean turn back and go back that way, because going back that way, it don't serve your purpose. You know
At
what I'm
all.
saying? It don't serve your purpose, man. So I just be like just start and then don't stop, man. Even if when it start getting hard, don't stop. But listen to the signs to the best of your ability. They're not telling you to stop all the time. Sometimes they may be telling you just to rethink what you're doing and recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? So
And don't compare yourself to what you see.
hell no, hell no.
Listen, you'll see people doing more,
I ain't found
and
nobody
huh?
to. Oh no, I was just no. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, because you'll start to see people being more successful in certain areas. It might even be in the area of something that you're doing.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good for them.
yeah.
But keep going. Cause like he was saying, you're gonna pick up so much experience along the way. And if you do
Mhm.
stop and then you see somebody out of the blue, they got their businesses booming. It's like, man, I've been doing that. Y'all niggas wasn't, you wasn't fooling with me, you wasn't doing blah blah blah. No, stop. Don't even worry about that. Cause I'm telling you, I used to get so pissed when I would see people open up little hole in the wall things. I'm like, but they selling stuff that all they doing is frying. They not making this stuff from scratch and da da da. And I'm gonna tell you something that my beautician told me years ago. She was like, Ashley, everybody ain't your customer. And I literally
That's it.
that's I had to take that and understand that. I was like, you know what, you are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because everybody don't need to be my customer.
Nope.
I don't want everybody to be my customer. And I used to get so much business just off of word of mouth from people who didn't even know me. And that's what I'm saying. So like your gift is gonna make room for you, period.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But I'm excited to see what happens for you, Mon.
Excited for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited to see what happens for you. Excited to see this wedding that we all gonna attend for Mantis. And
Uh-huh.
what's gonna happen with this
One
business.
though might come out there and find me one.
There you go,
Hey,
right? That's what I
Hey,
love, man, too. They be in the
hey,
weddings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's,
gosh.
it's rough out here. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't as easy as people think it is. It's rough out here.
Keep
definitely.
your head up. Keep your
Yeah,
head
that's
up,
it.
Chief.
Hey, it's held up high. It's rough. You got to be high. Look, be it.
You gonna find her. You'll find it.
Yeah, you're
But
definitely
yeah,
gonna find
excited for you too, Deshaun. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen with y'all. And so thank y'all so much for sticking in, sticking in with me today and doing this. I really appreciate the conversation has been everywhere and I loved it. It was just what I thought it was gonna be. And also like I said before, like we're gonna do the next one is going to be a mix with the guys and the girls. So if you are interested in doing that with the ladies, that conversation is definitely going to be really good too. So, but I'll let y'all know about that if anybody is interested. Um, yeah, but thank y'all. I hope y'all had a good time because this was really fun.
I did. Thank you for the invite. I appreciate the time and a great meeting to you, you brothers. So, no, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Right. Great to meet you guys as well, and great to meet you again, man. So,
Yep.
till next
Okay.
time.
Good
So,
seeing y'all, and I'm pretty sure I'd be down again also. So
okay.
definitely let me know.
All right. Well, real quickly before we go, I do want y'all to plug your socials, especially, y'all who have businesses and stuff. If y'all want to let people know where they can find you or your business. Um, if you want to do that at all, you can. If not, it's not a big deal.
Oh, they can just. I'm Deshaun Sellers on Facebook. If you find me up there, that's cool. And I'm probably I'm private, so I probably
Okay.
won't even. Yep. So even if they found me, I ain't even going.
Or
Unless
I
people.
meant for the your community.
Oh, for my people. Look, you smart for. Oh my. Oh,
For the home.
sorry about that. So Miss Bell's
Are y'all
Assisted Living.
booked?
So
Okay.
I no, so Miss Bell's Assisted Living out there, and it's in the Raleigh area, North Carolina. We do residential assisted living for people 65 and up. So yeah, so if you know anybody looking for care in that area, the Raleigh Durham area, please give me a call or send us a message on Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Manti.
my business is Quality Power Washing on IG. Quality dot power dot washing. Hit me up, whatever questions, concerns, quotes, all that. If you're in the Atlanta area, whatever.
Okay. Mon, you said that you're working on something. Is that something that you want to talk about or?
Nope, it ain't here yet. But I'm on Facebook, KAMAU. That's about it.
Okay.
Callahan. Yeah.
Okay. And Jason is Hello Zumble on Instagram. So I'll make sure that once we post this, I'm gonna be tagging you guys. So if you want to share it, feel free. Like I said, I ain't gonna be held responsible for the conversations y'all gonna have after this. So yeah. But yeah, thank y'all so much for joining me. This has been a pleasure. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night. And this has been another episode of Favor. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Bye.
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 Mm.